Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Iron Fist, your unofficial Scottish Tekken podcast. Hope you've had a good Christmas, holidays, everything, taking a break from the game, but getting ready to come back in for the start of Season 2. I know a lot of us have been doing that, and yeah, just welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. First show, I think, since we did our Nutramania 2 review, which was start of December when Clive wasn't even out yet, so that shows you how long we've been. Decent amount of stuff has happened since, and more stuff coming up soon now with like Season 2 and everything, so we've got a lot to catch up on, a lot to talk about, and couldn't think of any other better people to come on other than the esteemed members of the Scottish Tekken community, all coming back for previous episodes. First of all, welcome back, Ban. How we doing?
What's happening? I'm not bad. Excited to talk about Season 1 ending and the upcoming events, but I won't spoil that myself. But I'm doing well. How are you guys?
I'm good, man. I think I'm similar. We'll probably touch on that later on, but yeah, I'm just happy. Well, not happy Season 1's over, but I'm new horizons and everything. See what Season 2 is like, time for some new stuff. But hi, thanks for coming through. How you doing, the Dusty? Thanks for coming back.
How's it going, man? You's alright?
Chilling, bro. Were you looking forward to Season 2? Maybe not so much with how your characters maybe going to get adjusted. To be fair, I think I can say that as well, but yeah.
Well, to be fair, it has been a long time coming, and it's not like as if I didn't see the possibilities. So whatever happens, I'll adjust, and either I still like playing. I'll still love playing Law. I said the same thing about Drive, then I've switched to Law, but I'll love playing Law regardless, man, with the changes. But I don't think he'll get it that bad, apart from the 10 frame, which we won't discuss.
Yeah, I'm curious how many people's banners will change a month after Season 2. That's going to be a telltale sign. Like, someone will watch this and then they'll watch like episode 14 or whatever. That'd be quite funny. But thanks for coming back, bro. Thanks for coming back since the VSF episode. Penta P, how you doing?
Oh, thanks for having me back. Appreciate it. Hype for Season 2, kinda. I don't know if I'll be too worried about any major changes to Kuma. Maybe some heat changes, but you know me. Frames mean nothing. At the end of the day, I'm just going to enjoy playing Kuma. But I'm a long term. I'm an old school Tekken player. I'm more hyped for like story developments, cutscenes, stuff like that.
The frames can change.
Anime stuff.
The frames can change, but people are still going to be eating Heat Smash anyway. So
exactly.
Yeah, there you go, man. That's it. First coming back. Last but not least, the Lee of Scotland. Welcome back, Sagax. How you doing?
Thank you. Doing good. Good to be back. Always enjoy these. Looking forward to Season 2 as well. I don't think my banner is going to change. I think the lead's going to stick till I stop playing this game probably.
I think you've probably got the most positive outlook out of all of us in terms of like your character, because I can't see Lee being like, they need to gut him. Like it's
I think he's probably getting buffs, and I feel like he's going to be a bit crazy in Season 2. That's my gut feeling.
Okay, well, fingers crossed, man. So you can show up to all these events down south and show them what's what. But aye.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for coming back. Aye, so I don't know how we want to go about this. Like I say, there's a lot to catch up on. I think we're going to briefly skim over the events we've had so far at the start of 2025, and then look at what's coming up. And then after that, we can talk a wee bit about other bigger events, like we had EU Cup, the finals recently. Also the Korea versus Pakistan event, which was just this past weekend. I think a lot of us were watching that, so we can talk a little bit about that. And then after we break, we can just talk everything Season 2 and what we're thinking about changes and Anna as well. I don't know if any of us are interested in playing Anna. Don't know. Probably just to see what the matchup's like, but yeah, we can talk about that a little later. But aye, thanks very much, Jack, for subbing. Shame you couldn't make it, bro. Hope you get well soon. I'm sure we're all thinking the same. But alright, so it's been a while since I've done this. Let's remember how to do all this switching stuff. Okay, so starting over with events we've had this year so far. We've had a couple locals up at Dundee, as always. C continuing our run of dominance. I'm now Ryan.
I was just getting the stream up on my iPad there. I didn't know it was max volume. My bad.
Is it? It's off now. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why it fucks me up. I don't know about you guys, but like whenever you're like, if you commentate with a thing where you can hear feedback of yourself, it fucks me up so bad. Like I just can't. I can't talk.
You sound good to me. Don't worry about it.
Nah, it's just like hearing yourself, but also trying to talk, but talking like
Yeah, it's everybody is like, yeah. I get it. My bad. Won't happen again.
Nah, it's all good. All good. Aye, so we had C winning both locals up at Dundee. So good shit to her. That's put her up in the standings. I need to actually load up the standings for 2025. Actually, I've not done that yet, but we can talk about that later. But then also the other local we had was our first RDA of the year. No TWT, no EU Cup. We're still waiting on that to start up again. I think that's in a few weeks. But still a really good turnout for just an event. It was just a traditional, everyone showing up for games rather than trying to get points on the leaderboard. But yeah, we had the usual suspects: LDZ, Take, Warm Stool, Sam Wonderham, T.O. from Edinburgh having a good run. Golden Boy hasn't shown up that often because he's quite busy with like work and everything. But playing Clive, he's known for the gin traditionally, but been putting in work. I think he's in the shortlist to be the Clive of Scotland at the moment. He just got GOD a couple of weeks ago, so look for that. Adamuso, Zarnab Sheikh back for the second event in Scotland. Yoke, Penta P with the big fourth place. Myself, Jack, and then the Dusty up top. And it's been a while back now, but I don't know if I have any thoughts about this event. It was just kind of standard local, really fun, good venue, nice seeing everybody again. Cause I think it was a wee bit of a gap since Neutral Main and everything. Yeah, don't know about you. I want to give special mention to Yoke though. He was playing on smoke. Even though some of his combos were a bit interesting, he was hitting some jabs into back 3 mad read and then like Peacekeeper for the combo, and that was it. Like some Tekken 5 combos, but it was fun. It was good. But you were the champion after all, the Dusty. Anything you want to say about that? Just business as usual for you, I guess.
You know what I mean? Just like walking in there, taking over Edinburgh. The usual. So. And then everybody texting me after I won. You're lucky I wasn't there, and I was like, man, shut the hell up. It'd have been the same story if any one of you turned up.
What the fuck, man?
Did people actually text you that? That's kind of crazy.
Everybody texted me that. Everybody who wasn't there texted me that. I even met Bolt at the gym, and he goes to me, "You lucky I wasn't there, bro." I was like, shut up. You would have got destroyed too. Just laying the smack if down. I gotta show him who's the biggest dick around here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a bit more impressive considering I did hear you had a lot of friendlies with Zarnab prior to the event, and Zarnab was beating you a lot, so it was good to see you kind of just come out at the time where it's somewhat important,
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it was some like mad comeback, wasn't it? Like he was like up 2 rounds in the second set, and then you hit him with like down. Was it down 2-3 or like flip kick to take a round, and then from there it was just all you, I think.
Yeah, the down 2-3 it was to take it back. To be honest, I don't even know how I fucking did it. I was on some kind of crack. I was low parrying the shit out of him. I don't know how the fuck I was doing it. I was just like, oh cool, I'll just go for my reads, I guess, see what happens. And fortunately it paid off for me. So yeah. And he was saying this to me before we started. He goes, "Do you want me to go full power?" I was like, "I bring it." Go ahead. I was like, because he's either gonna play Fang or June or Leo, Fang or June or something. I said, "No, go ahead. Let's see what you got."
See, that's exactly why I see you hitting it with some corny shit like that, bro, before a tournament match where you kind of deserve to lose.
But yeah, but shouts to Jack as well. Though he played his heart out in that one as well. Especially Jack is a not the best character in the game, but Jack has his own way of making him work. And again, like he said, the matchup isn't terribly good for Jack against Law. Because you need to be able to step Law a lot, especially against the DSS pressure, which with Jack you can stepping is out of the question. So
yeah, I should mention if anybody wants to see one of the most one-sided first to threes you've ever seen, check winners finals between me and Jack. I got shafted bad because I think because
I don't know what was going on with you. I don't
know
what was going on.
I think I was just playing. I was playing quite scared. I don't know, I think early timing reads he got me, and from there I froze up. I was like, oh god, But yeah, because obviously he's been playing a bit like Jack, his namesake, but also Alyssa. And I remember before this set, I was like, Christ, I hope he plays Jack, because I haven't played much Alyssa in this game. But then he picked Jack and he still rolled me, so who knows? But Yeah.
Oh, he got me good with the Elisa and the one. That's how I ended up in losers. He got me pretty good. Like I don't know how in this habit I have this habit in winners round playing like scary as hell, where I'm just eager to finish everything as quickly as possible, and I didn't take my time as much as I should have, you know. And he just caught me out with that. He was more on it in that bracket than I was.
Yeah, no, that's a good streak for him at RDs because in the league, well, last year he won one of the weeks and then done really well another one, and then and of course Nooch main as well.
Yeah, it was the week where he first brought out the Elisa, wasn't it? Against me.
Yeah.
I reset the grand finals, and then he's like, okay, Elisa.
Yeah, like he saved it for the last minute pocket, didn't he? And then dirty man, but game's game, you know, it works. I know, it's another good local. Thanks everybody for coming through. Not to give anything away, but with recent changes that are coming up, we will be having another one fairly soon. So please look forward to that. I think it's probably likely to be the first season 2 tournament in Scotland, so that'll be announced pretty soon. So look forward to that. And we're trying to line it up with the start of CWT dojos and everything. So fingers crossed, points on the line, but we need to register and everything, so don't want to call it too early. But yeah, look forward to that.
Hopefully, with the changes, you know, it'll bring in some people who've been sitting on the sidelines for a bit. Wizards, you know.
Yeah,
he's just not been into Tekken at all recently, and he seems to just be holding out for these.
What nerd game is he playing now? What nerd game is he playing now?
He's a COD player like me these days.
No.
Unfortunately,
Wow.
Call of Duty Zombies, man, it's pretty good these days.
At least we played Rivals for a bit. That was good to the 2 weeks it lasted, and then
yeah, that was a shame it didn't last long. I don't know.
I
fell off for me.
That's a good point from Jack. Lars, another candidate that is likely to get buffs in season 2. Whether they're deserved is another question, but he's not here to defend himself, so I'm not going to say.
When has Lars ever deserved a buff?
Although, I mean, to be honest, a lot of recent tournaments, Lars has been beat by like a lot of, you know, players that, you know, kind of, some of them are really new to the scene. I think Dundee tournament last year, Neartake knocked his Lars out, or forced him to change to Eddie. And I think in one of the other big tournaments in Glasgow,
Neartake playing Steve?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what. See any Rushdown characters like Horang and Steve, right? If Wesley doesn't know what's going on, I'm gonna call him by his actual name. Brazzers doesn't know what's going on.
There we go.
Then and it's hard, and I don't blame him because see, it took me a while to get it. Like, see with Horang and Steve, right? All the moves relatively look the same because Horang, all he does is kick you in the face, and Steve just punches you in the face, and it's hard to kind of tell which is which when he's doing something to you. You know what I mean? So that's why I think he struggles with playing Lars against those characters.
Yeah, and I mean, another one is Mr. Miller, we'll call him, Paul player. He forced Wesley to change from Lars to Eddie on the big tourney in Glasgow, last one.
Neutral Mania?
Neutral Mania, that's it.
Oh, right.
He got a round against him, or a game, was it first to 3? He got a point on him, forced him to change to his Eddie. So yeah, he's been really struggling with Lars.
I mean, that's
a lot of people forcing him out of it. So
that's the benefit of having multiple characters, right? Just in case. You know?
Yeah. And then, like Eddie being, you know,
that's even
pretty pitiful.
Yeah,
it works so well for his playstyle.
Yeah,
so good at doing those mix-ups. Like when I'm playing against him in friendlies, I can almost never guess when he's going to do hell sweep on me. It's just really difficult. He really plays his own tune, and it works for him. It's worked so far. We'll see how much longer it
hopefully
goes for, you know?
Hopefully he's another one that, like, with season 2 just feels a bit more like rejuvenated in terms of picking up the game, because that's something that the patches and the new seasons are quite good at doing. Like, you'll have players that like just inevitably will drop off a wee bit, but then they'll come back, and then maybe they'll like hit a new stride, find a character they like, maybe their main will get buffed, and then they'll start going to more tournaments and that kind of thing. So, you know, I mean, we've seen it with T7. Like, I think it's pretty unanimous that season 2 was maybe the peak. I don't know. So, who knows?
I'd say that's probably wider opinion.
Yeah. So who knows? Lightning could strike twice with Tekken 8. Just ideally, it doesn't drop off like T7 did. But who knows? But aye, nah. Well, great segue. Speaking of events to look forward to, with season 2 coming up, I figured we'd actually touch upon one that's outside of Scotland and one that was only just announced today, but's been in the works for a few months. Is that loaded? Twitter link.
This Chop getting his shine now?
It is El
We giving Chop his shine now?
Presented by El Chopo and Joker. We got Crew Cup, the 3v3 team tournament down in London at the Red Bull Gaming Sphere. Just announced today. Sign-ups are up. And I can say that we will be sending down a crew or two. I think we've got 2 in the works already. And
Right.
aye, man. I think Chop, when he seen all the others joining the Discord, he was like, "Oh, so you're invading?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course, man. You run something like this, we have to come down." So yeah, no, I don't know about you. Like, I've played in online team tournaments, but never offline. I don't think so. This is going to be new for me.
I've never played that team tournament. Period.
No.
I did it once. Who was it with? I think it was Jason and
Was it rival scenes or was it an NBA?
yeah, it was rival
scenes,
scene.
Yeah.
I think it was Jason and Schmidt at the time. I don't remember who the third person was, but I remember I was teaming with Jason and man, we got into top 8. Right, we got into the top 8, but then we lost to I think it was Ronisser's team at the time.
Oh right, the Asuka player, right?
Yeah, the Asuka.
Mm.
Man, I've not seen him in a long ass time.
I think Lewis was there as well. Yeah, maybe I had 2 teams. I can't mind. Like, I wasn't there, but I remember hearing about it. Yeah.
Man, that was like 7 years ago. Fuck's sake.
I know, man. We're getting old, bro. We're getting old. But before we retire to like World of Warcraft like other players do, we've got some more opportunities coming up like this.
World of what?
Final Fantasy 14
World of
actually.
what?
Okay.
World of Warcraft,
Final Fantasy
like
14's where it's at.
the Kirby Classic, you know.
Oh my god, that fucking nerd game.
I think he still plays that. I'm not sure. I think it's that, but yeah.
He never left his house though.
He came to Mig. He used to run Mig. Remember?
I ain't seen him.
Speaking of like somewhat retired players, I would love to see former Nut just come back at some point. But he's busy, not in World of Warcraft, but Final Fantasy 14. And,
yeah. He's another one.
Is Golden Boy is like his best friend. Like, those guys have been like childhood buddies.
Yeah, well, that's another one that's been selfish by working on his life rather than playing the video game. So hopefully he changes his mind and comes back.
I was talking to him not too long ago, and he was saying that he just kind of like, you know, some other players that were in the scene, Tekken 8's just doesn't, I don't know, click with them in some way.
Who is this former Nut?
Yeah, former Nut.
You mean he wasn't enjoying that broken devil gin?
Aye, maybe he just preferred maybe he doesn't like the whole playstyle that Tekken 8 tries to force upon you with the whole aggressiveness, but
No. Here's what happened. His character got nerfed, and then he was like, "Nah, fuck this, I'm out." That's what happened. Let's be real.
He's a Kazuya man, you know?
Kazuya, and then what, he tried Devil Jin for this game?
Because he got buffed, didn't he?
I think
Yeah,
it
Kazuya's
wasn't even a case of Kazuya being bad. I just don't think he gelled with T8 Kazuya. Like, he just didn't really like
Yeah.
how he works.
Because it's right.
It's like Chizzy. Like, he hates T8 Yoshimitsu.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I do as well, because I'd played Yoshi since like Tekken 2. And I didn't really know anything about frames or anything like that until about Tekken 7. But you know, you don't have to really depend too much on what makes Yoshimitsu. You can just use his broken stuff and win. You know.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of returning players, I wonder if season 2 might bring back Grim if it's a really good season.
I think his problems with the game are system level.
Too deep seated.
Yeah.
I mean,
Put
they'll
it
change
this way,
the system somewhat.
Put it this way, right? Like he loved the show T7, right? And you only saw him like once in a blue moon if you were lucky. You know what I mean? Now, what does that say about him coming back to T8? You know what I mean?
Probably not likely.
Yeah, very, very unlikely.
It'd be good if he did. He was actually at Neutral Mania. He showed up and played some casuals.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. That was cool.
Do you know why he
He
showed
was
up?
there.
You know why he showed up?
Why did he show up?
Joker texted him. No word of a lie. Joker texted him and he showed up. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Is that the strat? So like for Edinburgh, we just have to get Joker to text Grim. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah,
I'll,
pretty much.
I'll hit him
Pretty
up.
much.
I'll hit him up in June then.
Oh my god.
Anyway, speaking of Joker, we were talking about the event that he's running in tandem with Chop. Crew Cup. Sorry, just to transition back. So yeah, it's 3v3 tournament. Main tournament during the day. Squads are just freeze from any region or whatever. But interestingly enough, on the side, there's also going to be an exhibition, a regional exhibition event near the end of the day. And I was contacted by Chop a month or so ago to put together Team Scotland, which, if you look at the map, you know, we've got the various regions in the UK represented. We've got Birmingham team, Manchester, London, Southampton, Bristol. Shouts to the legends in SWT.
I wonder if Chop knows there's more than one city in Scotland. I wonder if he knows.
I think he does, but for the purposes of this, I don't mind, because it means our team is like stacked. Like, you know, like would have been stacked anyway. But you know, for the purposes of this, I will take.
I'm gonna run up
region.
to him in the event and ask him how many cities are in Scotland, and then I'm gonna ask him, okay, name me 3.
I think most people would get 2, and then after that, they'd be a bit like, I don't know. At least the guys down there, like we'd be fine, obviously, but you know. Does anyone want to fill the dead air, or do you want me to just keep going?
I keep going.
All right,
Keep
okay.
going.
Aye, so we got all these regions represented. I say all these regions, cities, and also Scotland, of course. So we got Scottish team selected. I don't know when we have to announce the teams specifically, but yeah, I don't know. Look forward to that. That's gonna be near the end of the day, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the exhibition kick ass against various regions. It'd be very funny, I think, if it was Scotland against Bristol round 1, just because of how close our scenes have become over the past year or so. I think it'd be quite funny, but
That'll probably be like a round 2, round 3 thing, most likely.
yeah, I think I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure the exhibition is like also like a wee bracket. I don't know if it'll be like a single Elam one, but it's like in addition to the main event. But yeah, I'm not sure. But aye, so we got. Oh my god, cheers, Elon, Dick. Never mind. I'm not loading up the Star Region page. Aye, we can't see the attendees right now anyway. But aye, so that's for the exhibition. We'll have a team Scotland, but we'll also have at minimum 2 teams for the main event. So far, we've got all booked up our hotel and flights and everything. And I think a few of us here will be going. I think we've all said we're not like hiding anything, right? So
No.
alright, okay. So yeah, so myself, Daniel, Eunice, and Alistair will be going down. Also Jack and Peaceman, Aiden. So sorry, 6. Sorry.
Is this Aiden's first event outside of Scotland? I'm pretty sure he may have went to Newcastle once.
I think
or
he
twice.
I think he went to Newcastle a couple of times, but this will be his first outside of that, yeah. So
That'll be cool. It'll be cool to see how he does and stuff like that, because you know what I mean. He's a unique player, and not a lot of people in that region have played against someone like him offline.
yeah, he'll have played a lot like the top guys online, but obviously not offline. Like the only opportunity would have be like Big Ken or Neutromania. So you know, looking forward to that, man.
That's what I'm saying. Offline will be hitting different for him, for everyone, I guess. But like people playing against him and offline will probably be like a whole different thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
And see this 3v3 format, right? Is it like is it like a first to one type of thing, or is it like?
I believe it's Pokemon style. Like players go up, and then if you lose, player swaps in. And if you lose, player swaps in, then you're out. But it's first to 2. Each match is first to 2.
Okay, each match is first to 2. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So that was my thing, because I seen the rules and I'm like, wait, does that mean a third can potentially just not play because his team got shafted? But no, it's okay. You have an opportunity to OCV, and you also have an opportunity to like be the anchor in your team at the end of the set. So that's what I'm saying, man. Team tournaments are hype. Like we've seen, like it wasn't a tournament, but the Pakistan Korea event. I'm sure a few of us watched Strong Style back in the day, and I think actually that's funny. Like I'm trying to think, there's not really been that many team tournaments in general. Like over here anyway. Like there's been a few in the US.
I feel like they used to be kind of big in the older Tekkens.
Yeah,
I feel like the likes of like John Ding and that made a name for themselves. Fucking
yeah, my Master
coming
Cup.
back 5-1.
Like Jack says, Master Cup's like the big one that I think everybody knows it.
Master Cup, the Korean one.
Yeah, yeah. Is it Japan? I'm so bad I can't remember if it's Japan or Korea.
I think Master Cup historically was Japanese, and then they've done Korean ones since.
Aye, because they've held it. They've held it at the Namco offices or like near about. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, Jack is saying the Japanese one is it's a Japanese one.
Yeah.
Yeah, was that not when it was like just back in Tekken 7 arcade days?
Aye,
It wasn't. It didn't have its console release yet.
Yeah.
Even as far back as like Tekken 5, bro, they were doing that shit.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know why it
Oh yeah,
fell off.
Belong used to do them like ages ago.
They still do Master Cups. It's just because like the big thing was it used to always be on arcade, but I think this was the first one where it was on console because obviously T8's not an arcade. So, but yeah,
Such a shame.
Aye, nah, it was quite funny because like you'd see the videos from Master Cup where like they'd have like mainly Korean and Japanese players going. So obviously the cabinets would all be fitted with Japanese levers, and then they would have like people on hand to switch out the Korean levers whenever a Korean player was playing. Quite funny. But aye. Aye, because John Ding was his big break was like the Tag 2 Master Cup, I think.
Something like that. No, I think it was earlier than that. I'm pretty sure it was like Tekken 5 or 6. Something like that, bro. It was like a 5v5 and he came back and beat all 5 players to win. I'm pretty sure it's earlier than Tag 2 even. The one you're talking about.
Right,
Man, there'll be a Corey fucking gaming video on it.
It's all Korean gaming videos, bro.
Aye, man.
Yeah.
Where I got all my fucking Tekken low from.
Yeah. I mean, I think we've pretty much covered everything. Like, it was only just announced today, so we've not seen any other teams that are getting announced. But I've seen definitely a few heads like obviously down south that are probably signing up. Maybe even some players from further afield. I know some German players were getting tagged, so there might be a German team. You know, like that's just going to be the things. It's similar to like a VSF where you're getting to see these styles and these scenes coming together, but in a team format. So there's going to be even more shit talk, and I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. I'm looking forward to. I was thinking in the back of my head, like, because obviously we've got 2 Scottish teams, like we're going to be supporting each other, and then imagine if it's like, obviously it's going to be grand finals, but like we'll get to grand finals and we're like, fuck, what do we can't, like, it was just neutral, just everyone's like not saying anything, you know, that type thing. Yeah, just becomes a local at that point, I guess. So yeah.
I wonder how much like real salt will come out. So I remember that VSF. Isn't that one guy? I don't know. We were all like, there's maybe about 5 of us behind this one setup. Doesn't the one guy just start to crash out of nowhere?
I remember seeing the video of a guy in pools crashing out. I don't know if it was for us. I don't think we're that disrespectful of anybody. Yeah. I think we're alright.
There was a couple of to catch people out because there was like multiple coaches coming in at one guy.
Oh yeah.
We were certainly annoying people when we had the players up on the stream setup. We were pissing people off, man. But fuck you know what I'm saying?
Aye,
it's part of the fun, bro. It's part of the fun.
Aye.
Yeah. No, if you haven't been to the Gaming Sphere, it's a really sick venue. I was only there last year to like see a bit of Golden Layers, so I've not been like proper into the playing bit. You live in Eunice, right? Gaming Sphere.
Sorry, say that again.
Oh, you live into the Red Bull Gaming Sphere, right?
Yeah, I've been. There's a really, really nice venue. And the Red Bulls are free, which is even better.
Oh, dangerous.
Yeah.
Very dangerous.
Yeah.
Saucy.
Aye.
There's a great looking venue. It's easy to get to as well. If you're in central London, if you're staying somewhere in central London, easy to get to. Lovely venue, honestly.
Aye, no man, I can't wait. Just under a month to go. Yeah, no, I think for most of us that's probably going to be the first like big event for season 2. We'll likely have an RDE before then, but after that everyone's going to be all gunning for this. So I'm at least obviously it's a team tournament, so it's not just me like playing on my own. So I can't be like, oh, I'll play a wee bit, but for this I want to proper like grind so we can do as good as we can, and then get the inevitable Scotland versus Scotland grand finals that we deserve, and will happen, definitely. Yeah, for sure, man.
It's only a matter of time.
I think we split it up. I mean, it's pretty much Edinburgh versus Glasgow. So we'll know which city's the best.
Yeah, that'd be a fun way to claim that. I will definitely claim Aiden for Edinburgh, even though he's quite far away.
Well,
And also
he
Jack.
Neither of them off the fucking head.
Look! Don't hit me with that. That was it's whatever, you know. Yeah. I'll use it.
I feel like Jack and Wezzers and me to an extent are like they don't belong to either city. You know,
Yeah.
just root for both of you. You know?
See, we should have free
We're all
teams.
friends here.
Should have 3 teams, you know. Try to have central
I'm
as
trying
well.
to think who could we have got as part of the central team.
Well, if it was
Jack Wezzers, obviously.
Jack, Wesley, and you, right?
Maybe me.
Yeah.
Would we count as like people from Dundee as part of the central team, or that general area?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, if you were like splitting hairs, you could have like 5 or 6 Scotland teams, depending on the regions. You know? Yeah. Definitely be a fun thing for like online at some point, but it'd be so hard to like try to rope everybody together. But yeah, I mean,
Aye.
Glasgow itself could have like 3 teams at least. That's the scary thing.
Mm.
Just how big the scene is over there.
Power numbers.
Yeah. I know, man. I'm really looking forward to it. Again, it's if I was saying earlier, it's the similar thing where we're going down. We're an invading force, so we have to make noise. Especially for a team event. There's going to be coaches everywhere.
Bring a flag.
Yeah, I should be able to bring the flag again. I think it's tucked in a drawer somewhere, so I'll dig that out again for sure.
Good.
And, I'm really looking forward to it. Any more thoughts on this? Obviously, it's just been announced, but we've known about it for a bit, so looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to seeing the teams come together when they start GG, like builds up a bit more. And then, you know, doing a bit of research into the potential teams that we're going to come up against. It's exciting. There's been like no motivation really to enjoy Tekken lately, I think, because the wait for season 2 and the sort of lack of tournaments in Scotland. A lack of easily accessible tournaments, none of this fucking Sunday fucking Aberdeen shite. I'm looking forward to it. It's good motivation. It's certainly got me playing a bit more lately.
So look forward to more about that. I'm assuming we're probably going to wait till after that tournament to do our next episode, but we'll see about that. But yeah, you'll hear more about that in the future. I'll be spamming the Discords whenever all the Scottish guys are up, and we'll get everybody in the chat. No doubt, the chat will be swarmed with Scottish guys. Like I think Mac was saying he's going to be watching, so you know, looking forward to that. And I suppose if that's all we can talk about that for that, then now, as you're saying, Alistair, we've got a few more events coming up to look forward to with season 2 coming out. So the first big one up in Scotland is a return. We took a wee break at the start of the year, let VF have a turn with a final showdown just coming out, but Tekken back headlining MIG at the start of spring. Also alongside Marvel Free and the new Fatal Fury coming out. And yeah, MIG's back. Probably continuing the string of insane MIG attendances. Like, you forget Neutromania. Before that, we had MIG that was like 50, and then MIG that was like 70, pushing 80. Like, it's kind of mad. But a bit light on sign-ups from the Tekken guys at the moment. But you know, it's in May, fair enough. You know, but there's a lot of time left. But I'm sure we'll push that.
I've signed up for MIG yet, actually. I've signed up for the other one that I'll let you mention. No, I'll get my MIG sign up in. Don't worry about that.
Me also.
I just noticed on the page, for anybody that's not signed up yet, there's early bird until the end of March, so the end of this month for MIG. So you're gonna save a bit of money, you know, fair enough. Get signed up now. And I think that's gonna be the first big season 2 tournament in Scotland. Should get TWT. I think see no reason why we shouldn't be able to apply for it and get it. Yeah, don't know. Any thoughts on MIG? I'm curious to see if there's going to be any invaders from down south again, because we were slowly getting people coming up. Like we had Pika come up for MIG, and I can't remember if it was like May
Richie.
last. Yeah, so we had Pika at that one, and then
That was
Richie.
like May last year, was it not, Pika?
Yeah,
I think it was May.
and then Richie.
Is
And
he
then,
still meaning Yoshi?
Then Richie in that in August. Yeah,
Right.
he is. Well, they
No,
pulled.
I was actually going to say the same thing as you, Greg. That I hope that we can get our Southern friends up for another run at MIG. I know I'd like a run back against Big Cal at some point. So
I think a benefit of like having Neutromania and all that is that more people that hadn't been up before have came up, and then they'll hear like, oh, we got MIG coming up. You know, it's a similar thing. bit of the smaller side, but it's our big like every few month thing. So yeah, that should encourage more guys to come up and see what the scene's all about, man. You know. And
I mean, everybody's got like more than enough time to sign up and stuff like that. So it's not like
No excuse.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, and if any of you haven't seen the poster yet, we've got everybody's favourite Tekken character, Clive Rossfield. It's going to be the first event, the first big event in Scotland with him at it. So
Imagine using him as like the poster for Tekken on the tournament, man. That's so whack, bro. Fuck that fucking character, man.
he's the newest,
Guy, bro.
he's the newest character, bro. He's the newest character.
I know, but he sucks, man. He's lost all traction that he brought with all the Final Fantasy fucking geeks, man. Just get rid of him.
The first limited time release character. Yeah.
It's not got me hyped for the other guest characters because they're already going the same pattern as they did with Tekken 7. Because they added Noctis in Tekken 7. Although Noctis wasn't base roster, was he?
No, he was DLC.
No, he wasn't. I think he was a season 1 guest.
Yeah,
It
was just him and Geese. Yeah.
I'm and Geese at the same time.
They did like Noctis and then what's his face, Negan for The Walking Dead. Like we might get fucking Walter White or some shit for fucking yes, just something fucking stupid like that. Daenerys Targaryen, bro. I'd be alright with that, to be fair.
I'm personally I'm angling for Billy Butcher from The Boys. That's my pick. That'd be good.
Actually, that would be a really good one.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's just whatever like Harada's into at the moment in time.
Yeah, we've got to start sending them like. See, that's the trick. If you want to get some random character in, you have to send them the request like 2 years prior to it getting announced.
Yeah.
I remember there was like one insane Twitter post that got dug up of a guy being like, "Oh, I know it'd be weird, but Negan would be quite. I like The Walking Dead," and then lo and behold, it happens.
Oh my goodness!
Like there's always one. There's somehow always one. I don't know how.
You could put bets on that guy that made a millionaire.
Yeah, I don't know if Skybet would do markets
Negan
on
was
that,
pretty cool in the game though. I liked Negan.
Yeah, I mean I wasn't a Walking Dead guy, but I guess the execution was about as good as
Neither am I.
I had that about him, I suppose.
Yeah. The funny thing is, like T8 would do a lot more justice to the facial capture and the mocap and everything because he looked a bit scuffed on like PS4. I don't know if you'd seen it. Like just some of the zoom ins are a bit mad, like the creepy smile and everything. But yeah.
Well, the most scuffed thing I ever found about Negan was the fucking people that played him, man. You always played these assholes who would want like the full intro, the full outro, and all. Just pure pain in the arse types of players is what like the likes of Negan attracted, man. Fuck that character and fuck everybody who played him.
Full intro coming out the caravan.
Aye.
Oh my god. Take me
They
back.
really attract a toxic player base. I feel like they'd always keep charging too. It's always the Negan
Aye,
players.
man. Fucking gimps, man. Every one of them.
Forward 1+2 and the forward 1+2, yeah. Just
Oh, joy.
Yeah. Aye, so look forward to that. And Clive. Always look forward to Clive. Who will maybe be buffed, who knows? We'll see. But
Really?
nah,
Really?
well I don't know. Maybe. He might get normalised a wee bit, but
His heat should be toned down a bit, I think. But yeah.
but he's all flame, bro. I don't play Final Fantasy, but that's the
Bro,
gimmick.
I was on ranked last weekend, right?
Sorry
And
to hear that.
I was playing against a Clive player, and this dude whiffed heat smash in my face. So then I tried to go in for like the whiff punish, and the last hit or something like that, when he just pure burst into like flames or whatever, just fucking caught me, and I'm just like, oh, for fuck's sake, man! I had to wait for fucking ages for him to get over that.
Because it's the heat smash is like homing, isn't it? Like, or not homing, but like completely surrounds him or some shit. It's
And it's all mids.
Yeah.
And it's like Alyssa's
Can't do
pain spells
nothing.
where it's just active all the time.
It's like how much damage does it do on block? It does like 20-some damage on block or something. One of his heat moves. His heat strings. It's like a mid.
Oh, the downward 1 string, when you can do that.
Yeah.
Downward 1/+2.
Oh yeah.
Was it up on?
Someone that's all mids does like 20-some damage on block.
Yeah.
And you just have to take it.
And you can go into Phoenix from it.
Yeah.
And then do the +1 block Phoenix mid.
Yeah. I've seen that. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I've just,
Yeah, the only Clive experience I have so far is against Golden Boys offline, and that's enough for me.
I beat him.
You did. You
Aye.
did. There you go. It can be done, folks. It can be done.
Little advice Jack gave me about recognizing what his hell sweep was and the other popular low he can do.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, I think Golden Boy was definitely fond of his hell sweeps at the time. But I mean, why wouldn't you be? Because he was new. Nobody knows.
Yeah, that's your gym player instinct, bro. Just rinse it until it's blocked, and then you blocked it. So there you go.
I didn't do it against you.
Yeah, different.
You freaking LDZ taught you well, I think.
Yeah, if not for him, I'd be even worse against Kuma than RDM.
And
Man.
you know, I really felt sorry for Adam Musso on that tournament, the offline one at Edinburgh, because I think all he fought was bears.
Yeah,
and he got put out. Yeah.
I feel bad.
It's quite funny. There was 3 bear players, I think, and Adam Musso played all 3 of those bear players.
I swear there's always one like that in brackets. Like whenever I see them, I'm like, okay, this looks good, and then something like that just happened. I'm like, fuck, okay.
I don't think we could have foreseen it, to be honest.
Always got to apologize for one guy.
All fucking bear players every tournament, bro. I'm alright with that. Fuck, fed up fighting fucking Jins and Lees and Laws and all these other stupid.
What do you mean Jins plural? There's like one. Is it just me? What do you mean?
That's true. Right now,
it annoys me more than fighting bears. So.
No, but playing against bears annoys me the most because like they'll literally do anything in whatever frame they're at. Right, it doesn't matter. They will do anything to get out of the situation they're in. You put them in a situation, they're literally just gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna mash power crush, or am I gonna fucking do some kind of stupid wee high crushing electric?" Just something. Am I gonna spam electric 3 times and then I'm gonna go for the heat smash right there just because you tried to jab me out of it? Nice try, kid.
The spirit of Mangja's taking you over right now. It's like, who's this guy for Scotland? Thinks he can activate heat at the start of a round and beat me, man.
No, I said to Ryan at VSF. I said to Ryan, if this is what I said to Ryan against Mangja, right? I said this to him, and he can confirm. I said just throw the fucking Kinshid Sink at him, and just fucking do heat smash first. The first thing you do, heat smash, and then just go from there. And look what happened. First game, the man almost beat him. A legendary Korean player like Mangja, right? No shit against Ryan whatsoever. I promise. But like, I said that to him, and he did it, and he almost fucking won. Do you know what I mean? Like this character.
And then I stopped.
Then he stopped doing that, which annoyed me.
To stop doing it, and then I lost.
Then he stopped doing it, which annoyed me. I was like, "Fucking Ryan, man, do what I said to tell you to do." And then like the worst part was like, see, like as soon as Ryan some rounds, right, Ryan activated the heat, right, and then fucking man just dick jabbed him because that's all he could fucking do.
Aye.
Other than that, I was just guessing. Just straight guessing at this point. Do you know what? I didn't even watch the EU Cup Grand Finals. I didn't even watch it because I knew what was gonna fucking happen. Like with Nino playing the way he was playing, and he's an amazing player for real. But with the bear, oh my god, it was gonna be a guessing game all day for Joko.
Yeah, we can touch upon that now if you want, since we're talking about that was kind of the prevailing discussion that came out of the EU Cup, because it's a fun event. LCQ was pretty stacked. Getting to see everybody. Kane and Trench had a mad run. Joko was playing super clean, but all everybody wanted to talk about was screenshots of the health bar being chipped like all the way just up on Bear matchup, man. Yeah, so yeah.
I don't think I watched any of fucking EU Cup, bro. I don't think I remember everybody talking. I think I maybe caught the tail end when you talked about with the bells and the check damage shit and that, but I don't think I watched it.
Yeah.
I remember. The only match I remember specifically out of it was the Gulsane against one of the Greek boys who played Clive.
Oh yeah.
That shit was frustrating to watch because I love Clive because I played a bit of Final Fantasy. I don't like how he's been made into this game, but just watching this guy just like range fucking 5, you just walk in, just slide in, and make him guess, and then like make him guess with that. What's that? The spinning fire thing he does? I can't even remember what it's called.
It's just a mid from Phoenix. I think it's Phoenix 1+2.
Yeah, the Phoenix mid just and. He gets that from like all he has to do is slide in, do it, and make him guess. And you're just sitting there like, oh, for fuck's sake, man. Play some fucking neutral. Just show me a poke or something.
Yeah, it was quite cool seeing the two Greek guys though, because they're brothers, right? Like that was something that I learned later is that they're
Mm.
both brothers. Like imagine that, like you play Tekken with your bro, you play like this close to the same characters, and you end up in like, I think they both got top 16. I want to say at least.
Yeah, they
I
both
wonder what
got.
the
They both got
relationship
I think
is, you know.
Yeah,
either K-top or H-top got like top 5, I think it was, or top 4.
yeah, that's insane, man. Like, yeah,
Yeah, they
I
both
wonder if
play
they hate each
Steve,
other
maybe.
like those, other two brothers that are in England and play Tekken also.
yeah, they both played Clive, didn't they, Daniel? Yeah, they were like playing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they both did.
yeah.
One thing I'd like to see in like the next season though is like I'd like to be able to still be able to play like a bit of spacing, bit more spacing against characters, because I think it's just so easy to just like to not whiff in this game. Like it is damn near impossible to not whiff in this fucking game.
Mm.
Like you could sit there and you could wait for it. It's just never gonna happen because they just run like range 3 or run to range 3, and then whatever long range move they could use, they just do it. I'd kind of want to see like a little bit more spacing game.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah, we'll need to see like what they're doing system wise, because I think, I don't know. I mean, we'll talk about it a bit later on, but it seems to be that they're kind of nerfing some stuff, but they're also letting you go into full crouch from a heat engager for some reason. So it's like, I don't know about that, but yeah.
I mean, that's a great change for me personally. Like fucking, could you imagine it?
Yeah.
Getting to slide or whilst I'm tour, or if I'm feeling froggy, you know what I mean? Like, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm wondering
then-
then with that if they're going to make it so that if you pop your heat, was it called heat burst when you just manual into heat?
Yeah, heat
Yeah.
burst.
If you pop your heat burst on hit, I wonder if that's going to be more plus on hit then to mitigate. That's just like sliding or throwing out full crouch or something, so you can continue your aggression, with mids and shit like that. I don't know. 'Cause it's only like +2 or something.
Yeah, it sounds like that. I think they're actually doing a follow up presentation in a few days. I want to say it's like 23rd maybe. Like they're doing
Yeah, I
more of
think-
a Anna discussion. And,
Not on like Friday.
yeah.
Jack mentioned in the chat there the new sidestep change is good. I completely agree with that. Being able to sidestep from crouch no matter what side of the screen you're on, I like that a lot.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
I always thought it was really weird that like you could only do it on hitbox, and it was like a cheat thing. There's just a consequence of like the system. They just for some reason they don't let you do that on that side.
I think that's a great change, to be honest, because at least
Daniel doesn't like it. Look at Daniel's face.
doesn't give
Daniel doesn't like that shit.
advantage. I said
I
a good
like
change
the
at least.
nuance. That's how it goes.
What are you saying, Eunice?
It's a great change because at least now the hitbox players don't have the advantage to
Yeah.
be the only ones that can do that.
That's the good thing about it for me, but I do feel like we miss a bit of nuance now because like the moves that forced crouch, you could only sidestep one direction, and then you had like knowledge. If you knew, okay, I'm on this side, he's on this side. If I do my move that forces him into crouch, then he can't step my follow up. So there were cool little interactions like that I feel like is just gone now.
I feel like it's one.
You could argue though that those are interactions that shouldn't have been a thing in the first place.
Setup. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm biased because I don't really lose anything from this, but it just seems weird that like you only had it on some sides, and it's just like it makes the game more consistent, I guess.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, it was also useless online because you had no idea which side someone was on.
Yeah, that's funny.
True.
So I understand why they did it. It's just there's a bit of depth that gets lost along with it.
Aye.
I don't think that's something Tekken will ever lack, though, is depth. Especially comparing it against most other fighting games. But yeah.
Aye, so to get back on track, I struggled with a better segue, so I just wanted to show you something. New card. What do you think?
Oh, is that an American Psycho reference?
It may or may
Is
not
that,
be. It may or may not be.
Eggshell white?
I can't remember the rest of it. Fuck, it's been so long. But yes, that is what we're going for.
Show us Paul Allen's card.
Oh, it's looking good.
Let's see the Dusty's card. Let's see Rushdown Edinburgh's card. But yes, the business cards are back, which means we're shelling another big event up in Scotland, and none other than the return of Edinburgh back from, well, I was gonna say back from the dead, but it wasn't quite dead. It was just more delayed because Golf Tavern and venue troubles. But a year after we intended it to be like the big debut of T8 in Scotland, we're back. The 4th edition of Edinburgh, the 1st edition with Tekken 8, new venue, new games, and we've already broken the attendee record with 3 months to go. So
Not lie, Nina just looks like so out of place in that poster. She stands there like a sword.
Having fucking Clive. So I'm alright with that.
yeah,
As long as it's not that fucking asshole.
so it's all these anime games. I say anime games are Street Fighter, but it's like
You just stand there like who these fucking weeaboos?
yeah.
Right, shout out though to the designer of the logo and the theme of the whole Castlevania.
It was good,
Aye.
A thing of beauty.
I believe it was Wonderham RDE's admin. His wife was in charge of a lot of the graphics. She did a really good job.
Fantastic work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looking good.
Shout out to her.
Aye. Nah, I really like the idea of like the theming of like Edinburgh Gothic. So
Yeah,
pulling the castle.
it goes really, really well.
Yeah,
Edinburgh's heavy for like goths as well, man. So it fucking makes sense.
it fits. It fits.
Aye.
But aye, yeah, I just shown it earlier. But we had the business cards for Nutrimania too. Well, that was my idea. But then Luke, the admin from RD, was like, "Oh, it'd be funny if we also paid homage to, American Psycho," as Ryan was saying. So pretty good. I wish my camera was reversed, but there's pictures. Trust me, it looks very good.
Could you show us a bit of Huey Lewis in the news?
I see it's been too long, man. I don't have a raincoat that I can't put on. It's like
Show us the wee dance.
I'm not. I need a cup. Tell you what, if you come to Edinburgh, I will show you the dance after.
No, show us now.
I'm not showing you right now. But
Show us the dance.
can you show us? Can you show us, Eunice? Do you know what dance is like?
I
It's
think
good.
maybe
And his boxers as well.
Yeah, that's it.
Getting up in your boxers with
what
the
is that, man? You're gonna get a little banned.
Did you get a nice view, arsehole?
You need to stop getting Greg ready, man. He looks like red hot metal sitting in that
It's
chair.
the Edinburgh. Because I've got the reflection on my monitor at Edinburgh, but it's also that. Yeah, that's
How dare you present us a eggshell white card, right, and not even fucking do the Huey Lewis in the news dance? How
Well-
fucking dare you?
I'm practicing. But look, the thing is, we've got over three months to go. That's a lot of time to practice.
So you will show me the dance at the event, right?
Of course, I will show you the dance.
Man, I'm gonna hold you to that.
I'll give
I'm
you.
gonna hold you to that.
I'll give you one of these. I'll show you the dance.
It better be 5 long seconds.
Yeah, the only problem is it's going to be middle of June, so it's going to be pretty warm. So I don't think I'm going to wear the raincoat. That's going to be. I mean, granted, we're in Scotland. I might need it after all, but aye.
I don't give a fuck. You gonna dance for 5 fucking seconds. You gonna dance for 5 fucking seconds.
Yeah, so Edinburgh Free was at 53 attendees, I think, and well, no, it was 63 attendees, and right now with 3 months to go, we're at 83. So numbers are going crazy.
Nice.
Yeah,
If we evened out the Tekken 8 numbers with Scottish players yet, because I know we were
so
English players were leading the way, or almost were leading the way with attendees, were they not?
it's because I was sharing a lot with the SWT guys, similar with Nutrimania. They all signed up pretty early, whereas we're still waiting on a lot of the Scottish heads to pick up and sign up. But I think we're slowly, bit by bit, the balance is looking a bit more normal. But yeah, you can see we've got Invaders, we've got Sell It was really early, Turkey, Sherdle, CSC. So we've got Flyzo coming over from Germany. I think.
So we got enemies incoming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got Invaders coming, bro. We got to defend the turf. We couldn't get Nutrimania done, but Edinburgh, I believe we can do it.
What's that fucking John's playing? What's Vampire? What's that? Vampire? What's that?
So
Vampire Savior?
Vampire Savior, I believe, is the third Darkstalkers game. It was on.
Darkstalker.
Oh, really?
That's where Morrigan comes from and some of the Gothic elements,
Right, okay, I
That
see.
makes sense.
Yeah.
There's Morrigan.
She's what do you call them? Succubus. She's a succubus in the Vampire Savior series. She's Scottish as well, actually. That's funny. That's a fun little lore tidbit.
Alright.
Ah.
Yeah. Aye. Flyzo coming from Germany. Mick, Mesh WT. And you can see,
Dr. Boobs.
I don't, was it Dr. Boobs? I don't know.
Dr. Booba.
Oh, it was Dr. Booba.
Don't know,
Jeez. There you go.
don't know who that is.
Bro, whatever happened to fucking Operation Wang Chung? The fabled guy from that
yeah.
fucking Buff Mig?
That's like the best name we've had, and I've
Aye,
not
man.
seen him since, yeah.
God damn it.
Shame.
Operation Wang.
Pretty much, aye.
Well, Alright, now we're still leaving it up in terms of numbers for English against Scots, but there should be a lot more Scots signing up, and we've got plenty of time. So I will be pestering all of you to sign up if you haven't already. So prepare for more ats and discords and everything. But
Oh, I love that. Don't worry, son.
aye.
Oh, so that's Saturday as well, isn't it, Edinburgh?
Yeah,
Excellent news, man.
yeah. Now I've also I didn't get loaded up on this, but I've also created a wee document for anybody travelling up to Edinburgh for the first time. Showing some stuff you can see outside the venue, food, bevy, attractions.
Good idea.
You know, it was an idea stolen from Ryan Esler and the Mig guys back in 2019. It was quite I thought I'd call back to that. But yeah, there's a lot to see and do in Edinburgh, man. Apart from the GGs at Edinburgh and me dancing. Apparently, that's a new attraction that's just been added.
5 long seconds.
Seconds. Oh yeah, 5
Second.
seconds. Yeah. Okay. But
I'm a counter, not you. I'm a counter.
okay. But in addition to the eggshell white, there's also the other side, which is a bit more
Oh,
a bit more the background.
oh,
As I mentioned, the theming. The graphics are so good. I'm so happy with them. Yeah. But yeah,
The colouring.
the tasteful. It even has a watermark. It doesn't have a watermark. That's the one thing. I don't know. I don't know. You had that, but anyway, point is, you should sign up for MIG and Edinburgh. Come up. It's gonna be great. Likely gonna be TWT dojos. Fingers crossed. And yeah, I think that's probably everything for all the events and everything coming up. Unless we have anything else to talk about Edinburgh. I'm just happy we're back. It's been such a long wait since last year. It was a bit of a. It was a really shame. Like we had to cancel like 2 months before it. We had it like we only just the page got ready and then we had to pull the plug. But yeah. No more thoughts on Edinburgh? Okay, alright. Yeah.
There are no words for the excitement that I feel.
I feel like Eunice has usurped it with the enticement of me doing the Huey Lewis dance. I'm gonna check the attendees. It's gonna show up like 20 at least, you know.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Everybody can't wait to see it.
Apparently, I've promised to do it now, so that's gonna be.
Don't worry, I'll play the
Okay,
music in the
for now.
background. I'll bring my what do you call them, the stereo tracks, and I'll play in the background.
Okay, I'm sure there'll be a sound system in the.
You're looking at making some money either way, Greg. You've got CSC in the chat asking how much money it's
I know.
going to take to get you a twat.
There's gonna be at least another digit on that, I think, for me to.
CSC get offer quadruple that, and you'll do it on your ass.
Anyways.
Anyways.
So, speaking of team events, last thing to cover before we talk about season 2 and everything. If anybody watched this past weekend, we had is it Soup? Korean guys that run it. Also Baz were involved. Yeah, Soup Tekken League. Was Soup ATL or was that a different company? I can't remember because it used to be like yeah, Africa, yeah, the Tekken League, so it became the Soup League. But anyway, they collaborated and had a 7v7 Pakistan versus Korea event, 3 days, exhibition matches, and then the team event for the next 2 days. And yeah, it was a great watch, man. I only really caught the first day and the second day. I didn't really catch the last day, but regardless, I think it was really good timing because like again with the like pre-season 2 and then the season 1 drop off, there's not been that much to look at. So this came in at a good time to get everybody hooked back on before season 2. So yeah, not really.
This was a great fucking event, by the way. This was it was so fucking enjoyable to watch as well. Do you know what I mean? Like it was a bit tense as well. Like at first it looked like Pakistan were gonna run away with it, but then like Korea just kind of adapted and caught up, and then it just got kind of tense from there. It was just back and forth.
I mean, I feel like Korea looked the best at day 1 because we had was it 10-2 versus Arslan? 10-3?
Yeah, 10-2.
Yeah.
And then Neo went on to lose both his sets in the 7v7, didn't he? And I can't remember the first or second one. It's a bit blurry by now. But
I think day 2 he was like the only. It was like him and Ulsan that won their sets. No,
Yeah.
Mhm.
no other
I
Korean
think on
players
day
lost.
2,
Yeah.
it was a really cool format though. I think it would be cool to do something like that. I don't know, with some different teams.
Mm.
We do Scotland, England, or
I would like
talk
to
of
see.
NAEU.
I'd like to see some Scotland versus England 7v7 one day. I'd honestly would
Ooh.
love to see that.
We wanted to do something similar for Neutromania, but just the event got so big that we didn't really have any time in for it.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
There's no chance you were going to put that in like the time that we had.
No.
yeah. Nah, it would probably need to be a separate thing. I mean, I'd be down for it. Just more team events. I mean, we've got like a similar thing coming with Chop's event in London next month, but like a bigger like just 2 scenes focused together. That'd be good.
Who stood out to you the most in the Pakistan versus Korea match? Which player stood out to you the most?
I think the story of day 1 and day 2 was probably Nee, like
Mhm.
playing the best he's played. Like he smoked Arslan. Like it was like he was like the steps on like the done for one strings, and like I think he got so many like sidestep jet uppers, and then what was it, the last game where he intentionally dropped his wall combo to get the taunt jet upper they've been looking for the whole set. Like it was fucking crazy. And then he was like, sorry, go on.
I was going to say, he was playing out of his mind. It was really cool to watch, see him on form again, because I feel like he was struggling Tekken 8 for a lot of Season 1.
Mm.
And then to see him actually dominating again was really cool. I really enjoyed watching that.
Mm.
I think, for me, it's the player. Who was the Claudio player, the boy that ended up beating Mulgold to win it?
Hafiz Tanvir.
Hafiz Tanvir, man, that guy's fucking cracked, man.
Mm.
Holy shit! Like there's always this talk about how Feng's like pure top 5 character and blah blah blah. Bro, that wee guy made fucking Claudio look top 1, man. Unreal. Unreal player. There was a few sort of situations where I was like, it doesn't feel quite right. But that fucking Starburst shit. And Claudio's running 2's active for a bit longer than I feel it should be. Just like a couple of frames longer. There's a few times where you see that it's ducked, and then Mulgold would stand back up, bro, and that last active frame would hit, so he doesn't get to punish it and shit. And then I take a wee bit of issue with moves that the block frames are different depending on the range that they're blocked, but that it doesn't necessarily change how they fuck is the word I'm looking for? How they operate on hit. Because there was a situation where he blocked Claudio's. Is it down back 3? Claudio's fucking. So I don't know if it's like a snake edge sort of move.
Down back.
He blocked it at max range and tried to launch it while he was standing 3 and didn't get the launch because it was out of range. But the move would still operate the way it would at that range. That bothers me. But other than that wee Hafiz guy was fucking unreal.
I like every single one of his down 4-3 wall splats. Like they were hitting every single one. It was rare that he would even miss any of them, to be honest. And even in peculiar situations where like I see multiple Claudio players throw that move out like at the wall, and it gets forever blocked. But that kid was just making everything hit, no matter what.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it was getting blocked a lot. I feel like he had a really interesting mind game where he would do like down 4-3, delay 2, down 4-3-2, down 4-3, and then just do like 5 down 4-3s in a row. And it feels like you could never tell when you could actually take your turn back, and it just gave him like complete control a lot of the time.
Claudio's just that scary at the wall. Like that's his game. Get you to the wall and just like make you guess for your life. Try to move, you can't back 1. Try to challenge, you probably get hit by down 4-3-2. You know what I mean? Like that.
And that's hit confirmable, that shit, isn't it? That downfall.
Oh yeah, hella hit confirmable.
That's cheap.
Super fucking easy.
Yeah. No, but when I played Claudio, that was all I would do. I would just get to the wall and then just like hit confirm it as best I could. Yeah.
And then you got the sidestep 4 that puts you into crouch as well and stuff like that, and takes massive damage just for a low like that.
Yeah.
Not to mention the John being a fucking god, but he's also a king player, so it kind of like cancels itself out.
See,
Fucking.
I watched this match. The match he stood out to me in the most was the one against Rangchu. See, like Rangchu's like fucking unstoppable with the fucking Kuma. Like this guy John got fucking Rangchu to back the fuck up. Like just with the muscle. Like he just played the matchup perfectly to how you should if you were a king player against Kuma. And he got Rangchu to calm the fuck down and just back off and play like really slowly. You know what I mean? And that was fucking impressive, especially against the fucking bear. To be honest.
I think the other standout for the Pakistan team was probably Numan. That's how you say it?
Oh yeah.
The Steve specialist.
Good.
I think, I feel it's probably made it's best Steve in the world at the moment. At least no one's else playing Steve like him. Like
I think pretty easily.
yeah,
His combos, like I could tell just by watching. He was practicing that shit for days, like just fucking, just testing shit out. See what works and what was stylish or what had the most damage and shit like that. He's actually pretty fun, Steve, to watch. And I don't really like watching Steve that much, but watching him do the combos was fun as fuck.
I feel like. Go on.
Sorry, on you go, Greg.
No, you go.
I feel like there was another Pakistani Steve player. It was when he went over to Pakistan in the Tekken 7 era. I think when he played like first to five against like every Pakistan player except Hira Malik. Whatever happened to that guy? He was fucking cracked.
He's just kind of been doing YouTube content, really. That's kind of it.
Yeah, I know, but
What
I was gonna say with
On you
Newman,
go.
I think like the thing that stood out to me was it seemed like every time he done the Lionheart sway, it worked. Like, the evasion on that is like fucking crazy. Like, obviously that's the online classic, but I feel like for him, like he just knew exactly when to time it. You know, he was able to get the perfect sways, and like you say, like his optimization on the combos was like so fucking good, and just yeah.
What do you think of the commentary during the games?
I didn't really catch a lot of it. It seemed good. I liked how they were leaning into the bias at points. Like Brown Man was like being the Korean hype man, and like Spag was doing the Pakistan side. That was quite funny. I liked that.
Yeah, I like those commentators. You know which one I liked? I liked Imagine Obama.
Oh, bro,
he's
MVP,
my
man. He
favourite,
was fucking brilliant.
You know, I have a Imagine Obama joke, but like I'm not sure if I should share it on the stream or not.
I don't know about you guys do.
If you're not sure, then probably not.
Twitch chat.
Oh,
You can do chat.
I really want to just say. I really just want to fucking say it. Well,
yeah.
I will say I haven't been a fan of Tekken commentary since probably like late T7. See, since you've seen a bit less of like the likes Spaghetti Dip, Markman and like that. But Imagine Obama really brought it back for me. I really liked listening to him commentate the game. He had such a he sounded so much more passionate, I think, than most commentators do. Especially now, man, when they do these fucking tournaments in the US and they bring on people that just don't even know anything about the fucking game. And it's like the most awkward shit on the planet. It was really nice. It was really nice to listen to that. Brought me back. It like reminded me of when I was first getting into Tekken, and you would watch TWT clips and shit like that, and the commentary was just so spot on. That was really refreshing.
Yeah, I remember. Like, I think one of the first times I listened to Obama was it the IESF with Juna, like years ago, and like I was already like a fan of like Obama because of like his YouTube stuff, like I think a few Guilty Gear things, but yeah, he's really funny. Inbred Zype as well, and yeah, I killed it there. Because the other commentator was Gerald, Corey Gaiman. I think we were talking about Corey Gaiman before this as well. I think he's commentated a good few events now, because he's obviously hosted stuff at the studio in Korea. So he's cool as well. We got Brown Man as well. Big fan of Brown Man.
Brown Man was good. Yeah, Brown Man was great.
Get him on
there was a couple of other commentators. I didn't get their names. They were actually, they weren't as like hype or nothing, but they were very analytical and like I really liked them. They had a chill vibe to them. I didn't know what their names were, but it was good hearing them commentate that one as well.
That was good.
They brought a little bit more understanding to the game and stuff, to what was going on.
And you need that for an event that was like so high level, right? Because like, there's one thing having like OK comes for like pools or like top 64s or anything, but when it's like the best of the best, you want guys to be able to like break it down and like describe it.
Exactly.
I know so that was a fun event. I don't know if there's anybody else got anything to offer on that, or we're good.
No, we're good.
I didn't watch much of it, but I did watch a main man commentate on the 10-2 between me and Arslan, and holy moly, he must have been rock hard talking about me and his Brian, because it was beautiful to watch.
Imagine your idol. Imagine your idol calling you a scrub.
It was quite funny to just see main man's commentary. It was so one-sided.
Yeah.
On his side, and it should have been. It was 10-2, wasn't it? But
He probably wet his pants over that first attempt.
Oh, he was live on stream. He could.
The only shame I think about the last day of it was because Lohai was unreal as well. Fucking hell, man! What a show from Lohai. I thought obviously he performed way better than me on the second day. He lost both the sets. I wonder if Korea maybe would have won it if Mulgul didn't drop the games to Hafiz, because Lohai was up next. I think it's just a shame that we didn't get to see him win more matches because he was fucking unreal.
Yeah, I think he was one of the best. He was probably one of the best on the team out of everyone. I think he was the best out of everyone.
Which I think they subbed Chanel for him. I saw something that Chanel wasn't able to play, or he wasn't able to make it. Fucking guy was standing there at the end, fucking all. You know what I mean? So I wonder what happened with that. But I was glad that Lohai got subbed in for Chanel. I felt like Chanel was a wee bit out of place. There, see among like the top level players in Korea, I feel like he's sort of taking a bit of a back step. Don't get me wrong, I think he was always like the bridesmaid when it came to like having the and tournaments and stuff like that. I don't know. I felt like there was maybe one or two other players they could have picked instead of Chanel. I'm glad Lohai got subbed in.
Yeah, I'm not too sure because it's like you say, there's like newer faces coming up. They can maybe push for these spots, but like right now it's like the traditional, like the names you would expect for this kind of thing.
Well, I mean, just look at Edge. Edge beat the John, didn't he, in the exhibition?
Yeah, it was like final
round. That was Edge in the 7v7s, man.
Yeah, I don't know what the selection process was. I guess maybe they just put out whoever was the captain and let them choose. But yeah, yeah. I know it was a good watch. Good way to close out. Then season 1. We've only got a few more weeks until season 2 comes out, and I figure since we've covered everything that we wanted to talk about already, we can take a wee break and then come back and talk about what we're hoping for season 2.
Cool.
Sounds good.
All right, cool. All right, couple minutes, guys. Thanks. And we're back. Thanks for tuning in again. We're back from a break. We're finishing talking about all the events we had over this past few months since we had our last episode, and now all that seems to be on everybody's minds is the upcoming season 2 balance changes. As we've been told, over, I think, is it 1,500 changes? 1,500 lines? Something like that? That's mad.
Oof.
To think about.
It's a book.
Averages out to like, I don't know, a lot. Yeah, 40 per character or something like that. So, God knows.
It's a different game at this point.
I know. I feel like, I don't know, because it's been so long since like the start of T7 that I don't quite remember what these like big patches are like. Because I feel like season 4 and season 5, there wasn't that much changed, apart from like a few problematic characters. It was kind of, people were kind of just coasting at that point, I think.
When did they add stuff like the wall bounce mechanic and the things like that?
If I remember correctly,
And that was season 3 thing.
I think wall bounce was season 2 actually.
Was it?
I
feel like it was that early.
I think I remember rewatching the trailer. I think it was. I'm not sure. I need to go and check, but like, yeah, that's.
And then Falcon Ram added that whole like
guard break.
If you're on block at the guard break at the wall, and you would get the free follow ups and stuff.
Yeah, and now as you can see, like a lot of that stuff was just testing for this game. Ended up becoming a thing.
Pretty much.
For everybody. Yeah, I suppose that's a good place to start. Based on the discussions, in terms of like overhaul system mechanics, like not just like individual character changes, what are we anticipating? Like, what are we seeing? Because like what the main thing we mentioned earlier was like the ability to go in full crouch after a heat engager. I think that's like the only huge overhaul thing. I mean, there's also the ability.
They're doing bit better sidestepping.
Yeah, sidestep improvements. I'm a fan of that. I was going to say I'm a fan of both. I'm definitely not a fan of the full crouch change, but we can, in relation to the new character that's coming out.
That's because you don't have a full crouch move to play about with.
Well, according to the trailer, actually, I'm getting to mix with the great move of full crouch number 4, my launch on block low, but if it hits, I get to go into crouch dash. Don't know why.
So sit down, Eunice, alright?
I guess I feel like it's a case of Jin's the poster boy, so I need to give him something, but it's kind of just, yeah. He's fine. He doesn't need anything else. He doesn't need anything taken away. Just leave him as is. It's fine. I can deal without the full crouch stuff. But I also, there's ability in stances you can do heat engager. You can do heat burst and your heat smash when you couldn't before.
Oh yeah,
really?
like you could do a heat burst.
Yeah.
So so like from hunting stance.
In theory, yeah, you could, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh god, can you imagine?
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? That's the sound of a bear player realizing that now he could like abuse his frames even more now.
You can crush even more. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that does sound slightly gross.
Oh god, I'm just.
He just sat there and read that and was like, ooh.
Oh.
I'm envisioning somebody going into hunting bear. You do like a high or a mid check that whiffs, and then he just heat smashes you out of it. Like, bro, okay.
Oh.
What am I supposed to do?
That sounds amazing, to be honest.
Yeah, it would do for you, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
That to me seems quite a radical one. Is it just universal all stances, or is it just
I don't.
I think it's all
specific?
dances.
Yeah, I would have assumed it's universal because it's interesting. The one example they showed was Zafina, like doing her regular heat smash. But if you've played Zafina, you'll know that she's got a unique low heat smash out of Scarecrow, right?
Yeah,
So,
she does.
Does she not have that anymore, or is it an alternate input? Or
I think you can pick which one you want. Would you probably like hold back and do it, or hold forward and do it?
okay.
Kind of like Heihachi's one, where you can get the wall splatter, the non-wall splatter.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I hate that.
Oh my god, no, why? Oh, fuck. I'm curious how the heat burst change is going to make like defense options against stances, because that's like a big thing. I don't know, like if you're using dick jabs against certain stances or like that kind of thing, like you won't get blown up, but it's not going to work anymore, type thing, you know.
Well, I know it won't really be effective when I'm in DSS because like DSS, like most of my options are pretty linear, and so if I did DSS into heat burst, I know for a fact, and the person's already sidestepped that shit's missing all day. That shit's missing because like Law when he hits the heat burst and the person's already sidestepped, like it's game over for me. And that doesn't matter which side you're stepping, is already game over. I've played Ishmi enough times to know that I can't just randomly shit that thing out, even though it's got really long range. Like it's literally got no homing whatsoever. So doing it out of DSS would be complete utter pointless.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
I hope. I'm kind of struggling to find that avenue to like shoehorn in what I'm trying to say, right? But I'm hoping that with the sidestep change from crouch, which I think is the whole reason they've even added in going into full crouch from it, isn't it? So that there's a bit of a layer to it, so you can't just enforce it. I'm hoping that they're starting to get onto not using heat so mindless. Whereas it's like, okay, I've lost my advantage. Let me heat burst, and now I've got the advantage back again. Oh, you're right. You've heat busted. Now you've got the advantage again. I'm hoping that they're going down that avenue with heat, because the mechanic as it is right now sort of sucks.
Yeah, I remember I think it was Neutral Mania. I was talking to one of it was like an older Lars player. He's not played Tekken properly in a while. Doesn't seem to like Tekken much. But he was talking about the heat mechanic. I can't remember his name. He's got a lot of tattoos. What is that? No. But anyway, he was talking about heat, and he was talking about how to make it maybe less mindless. And he was like, the idea that instead of just starting with a full heat gauge, you have to build it up, and the gauge lasts over like the whole 3 rounds rather than refreshing after 3 rounds.
Like
I'd be
a
okay with that.
Kind of like building like a super, like you would in Street Fighter games or whatever.
yeah.
Although I heard Street Fighter, you kind of start with full gauge now these days as well.
Yeah, you
But,
just in 6 you start with like full drive, but not like full super. But yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Kitten Mittens was who you were talking about.
Mhm.
Wesley was saying.
Aye,
Yeah.
that guy. That rings a bell. But yeah, kind of building up the gauge
Hmm.
throughout
I'd be
the
okay
rounds.
with
So
that.
maybe round one, but then you got characters like Lydia, who depends on using heat super early to build up her tokens to make some of her heat moves better
Yeah.
for later rounds. That would kind of just implode, wouldn't it?
Yeah, similar way Hachi.
So you'd have to change some of those mechanics as well. But that's quite radical. I don't see like a radical heat change like that happening this early on.
Nah, I feel like that's kind of thing. Like if they were to have that, they would have shown it. I mean, you never know.
Yeah,
There's still
that would have been
still a presentation in a few days, but
yeah.
yeah, I'm not sure because like I feel like the way it's in right now is they've had it to that point, they've refined it, and like you say, if they were gonna make an overhaul like that, it's probably gonna be a bit later.
I feel like it's something they probably even tested. Like they probably would have maybe even had that
Probably.
pre-release, like the heat gauge being built up over time, and then realizing, oh, maybe it's just better to have the heat gauge at the beginning. So they could have already play tested that exact scenario I was describing. You know.
I think at the very least, one thing they have to change with heat, I think I've said it a few times now, being able to use heat smash when you've got like less than 50% of your heat bar, that needs to go. Like you need to have at least 50, maybe even higher than that to use the heat smash. You've already got enhanced moves and heat engagers and shit like that. There's no need to have. And then even Ryan, to your point there, most of the cast have got fucking installs now as well. The fuck did they add heat in for, man? If they were going to give everybody their own fucking stupid shit anyway. I mean, it's just so bloated, man. It's good.
Yeah, but
Lydia, Brian, Leo.
Brian's install annoys me the most because I feel like out of every character, he's benefited the most out of them. Like he got like 3+4 into 1, which is like -1 on block, and the wall is dangerous to deal with. So dangerous. And then there's that string, I think it's 4-2-1 or some shit like that. The quick jab strings. That shit's like unpleasant to deal with. And fucking what else? It's just you just got so much to deal with against that, and it's hard, man. It is hard when you're playing against someone who just knows their character inside out.
Yeah, one. I definitely agree on the heat smash thing. I think it needs to be at least 50% because I've been playing a bit of Sheen, and it's kind of dumb when you guard break someone 3 times in a row and then heat smash them. It's like okay. I was like +14 3 times, and then I get to go +6 into stands with like huge mid. It's crazy.
Some Kazuya or Paul runs up to you, bro, and they've got 1 point left on the heat smash fucking thing, and they just let the shit rip. It fucking doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I would like to see that change, and I think it's something they might do.
One thing, another change I think I'd like to see in season 2 is on quite a lot, not all characters, but on quite a lot of characters, the second or third hit of strings. I mean, this has always been the case, right, where the strings will track as they progress, but I feel like in Tekken 8, specifically this game, it is way fucking worse, man. Some characters have got 1-2s that like you'll sidewalk around them for the 1 and the 2 will still catch you. Shit like that. I think string tracking over the string needs to reduce just a wee bit.
I agree with that because like it's so fucking annoying when like you've already stepped like the first part of the string, and then they're past the second now, and then the third one just somehow fucking hits you, and you're like,
bro, and you're fucking standing at the side of the character and shit. I think that shit like that is what really bugs me.
yeah, I've been wanting them to get rid of that kind of shit since Tekken 7 because in Tekken 7 that shit was equally annoying. Where like some bonehead would like fucking throw out a fucking string, right? And I've already stepped that bitch halfway through, and then somehow it still hits me. I'm like, come on, man. Do you know what I mean? A whiff is a whiff. Let it be a whiff. What is that? As soon as I press a button, that shit's gonna hit me.
Yeah, I do.
You know?
I do wonder if they'll continue to nerf heat smash tracking as well, because like it's a lot better currently now than it used to be at the start of the game. But I feel like there's still some circumstances where, like, it's always been that in Tekken where if you press into it, your hurtbox expands and you get clipped. But I don't know. There's still some funky situations where like you step the first and second hit, and the third hit realigns, even if you just block it. But it's still really annoying.
Mhm.
Um.
I'm not gonna lie, that shit's kind of saved me like more than once.
Oh yeah, me
Like,
too. Don't get me wrong. But, like, it is like carry. Like, it's bad. You know, it doesn't feel good.
I just think if they reduce the hotbox on a lot of these smaller things, it will just bring back that greater focus on spacing. And just, I don't know, sort of better neutral play and stuff in general. I think it'd make it look a lot more like if you go back and watch like T7 season 2, it looks to me a lot more fluid than watching Tekken 8 now. I feel like I still go back and watch Tekken 7 tournaments. It's way more fun than watching any Tekken 8 tournament. In my opinion, but
I would like overall. I said this earlier, but I still want there to be an element of spacing because I think like fucking even the worst players, I don't like they just close the gap to like range 3 and can like still shoot out a move, and it's like I feel like it's so impossible to make anyone whiff in this fucking game. It really I've tried plenty of times online and ranked and stuff like that to get somebody to whiff something, and like the only way I could do it is if I sidestep. You know what I mean? I kind of want there to be that element of spacing still there. I don't want like, especially in Clive as well. Like I don't want fucking like you be able to slide in like fucking range 60 or some shit like that, and you come through and no problem. And I'm just sitting there blocking it. Oh, cool, you're safe. Nice. All right, cool.
a large part of that also comes with the changes they made to backdashing and stuff as well. You know, like universally, for the most part, backdashing was pretty consistently decent for characters. Obviously, some characters had better ones and still do, but like a lot of characters are much clunkier on movement. Again, goes back to that argument where it looked a lot more fluid in previous Tekken games movement than it does. And there was another part of that change, man. If you fucking happened a couple of times and accidentally fucking sprinting in a move, that's the most annoying shit on the planet. What the fuck? Why did they add that?
Just to make instant running a lot easier, right?
Man, I tell you what, I guarantee, do you know what? We're talking about things that we want. Let's talk about things we don't want. I've got a feeling they're going to add fucking, you know how in Mortal Kombat you had combo breakers? I've got a feeling they're going to just start adding just fucking grotesque shit like that in this game, man. Let's just turn it into a big fucking... It's already a big bowl of spaghetti. Do you know what I mean?
That was the kind of like that was the kind of shit I lost to VSF when I was playing Tag 2, right? And I was playing against what's his name again? The lead player, what's his
Azzy
G, and he was playing Ogre, and I had him in combos like a multiple times, right? And the dude like fucking flew out of him, and I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like that's the kind of shit they did before, like in previous Tekken. So I wouldn't be surprised neither if they did do that, but I would hate it if they would do something like that because I see that shit in Mortal Kombat. I watch MK1 videos sometimes, and see when I see a big combo incoming, right? And like fucking the guy just breaks it up, just pressing a button. I feel like this shit's so fucking whack. I mean, you got out neutrals, now you get to get out of it just by pressing a fucking button and it's done. Like, come on, man. That kind of shit irks me a lot. So I genuinely hope they don't do that because like it would just not feel rewarding. Like you catch a big whiff, right, in Tekken 8, which would be a miracle for me personally, right? And then the guy just breaks my fucking combo with one button. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like
I wanted to drop kick Azzy G after that fucking Tag 2 seconds. I was just like, are you just kidding me? You're gonna fly out my fucking combo just like that? Alright, cool.
I was surprised they didn't, man. Ryan, how about you? Is there anything that you're slightly wary of, like you're hoping that they're not going to push towards or anything like that?
I'm trying to think, man. It was a big one was Alistair mentioning the whole wall running be a bit easier, and it causes like misinputs because the amount of times, and it's cost me so much, a lot of times offline and online, is I'll put like 4-4, 1+2. So I'm wanting to go for the the massive like 25 frame forward flip that Akuma does, or while running 1+2.
Yeah.
Which is an amount of times that I just get it wrong, and I'll do one when I meant to do the other, and vice versa, and it's just cost me a round, or it's cost me like I've not been able to get this set up because I did the while running instead. It seems way too easy to do, and it felt like I remember practicing King in Tekken 7 before the release of Tekken 8, and I was trying to get the whole while running Shining Wizard input like good, and I was getting it down. I was getting it down quite well, and I thought, oh man, this is setting me up quite nicely for Tekken 8. Only to realise that it's just way too easy to do. It just didn't feel very good doing it anymore. And but yeah, that kind of misinput trash. I feel like I didn't get it as much on Tekken 7.
This doesn't have anything to do with the game specifically, but like fucking, I kind of want them to ban hitboxes. To be honest, I think that this shit's like so. I think this is so I think it's still the fucking dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like the ease of it is just like. I remember one time I was sitting. Schmid bought a hitbox randomly for no reason, and me and him were playing about with it, and he was showing me how easy it was to fucking backdash on that fucking thing, or sidestep out of any situation. You know what I mean? And get clean out.
Cheap, bro. That's cheap. You should only be allowed to use arcade stick when you play Tekken. Kind of given that it's designed around it. If you use a pad, fuck you. R3 button, fucking bound to a grab and shit. Nah, man, get out of here.
It's just even in the playing field, bro.
I just mark mine to trigger, But,
it's gone like see, like back in the day, I could understand Kazuya players playing hitboxes, but then there was Lisa players playing hitboxes, and I'm just sitting there like, are you fucking joking? what the fuck are we doing at this point?
Yeah, it's funny. I think there was actually discussion this week about like people were talking about like how learning leverless, even for Mishimas, is actually quite difficult. Like I don't know, like again, maybe like offhand, like doing crouch dash and that, or like back dash is like a lot easier, but maining them can be quite straining because like you're rattling like buttons, But I don't know. Again, I'm coming at it from a pad perspective. I've had this for a while now, but I've just never really had the baller to actually like properly drill and learn it. But I know if I did, like it's cheap. Like I know it's cheap. But I'm just dedicated to my pads. Can't help it. But.
I mean, it is what it is. If you can use it, you use it, and by any means, when it comes to tournaments, like you win by any means.
Yeah.
But I'd kind of like them to not make it a standard where you could use a hitbox.
Yeah, it's such a big market now. Is the only problem. Like, there's like so many leverless companies. It used to just be hitbox at the start, but now it's like every company is making them. Like how Razer makes hitbox. I think that's on the Bolt plays on. Yeah. But,
Man, it was since I remember the day he showed me that he could do instant while running giant swings, and I just sat there and I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be whack, man. Playing him in tournament.
You pop your heat, you got your V+2, bro, and he does a 10 frame giant swing, bro, and then fucking 3 frames. Fuck you, bro. Fucking hell.
Fucking playing him in that grand finals, he did that to me, like in the final round, right? And then he ran up, giant swung me. I thought I was away from the wall, and then he had me. I was like well away from the wall, and he still got me to the wall. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, 70 damage right there.
It's similar in macros, and I think in like other, not fighting games, like macros are usually banned. I think he's using certain macros on like World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy can get you banned.
I think we should ban hitbox for Edinburgh and McMay. Greg, I think we should trial banning hitbox.
Well, you see, the only issue is that we're planning on applying for TWT, so we'd have to run the TWT rules.
TWT is overrated, bro. We've got Esports World Cup and all that now. Don't worry about fucking TWT.
You could ask Chop if he wants to ban hitbox at the 3v3 event. I'm sure he'd be willing to hear that out, maybe. You never know.
I think he'd be down with that.
Can you imagine? It's like half the 3v3 players show up with hitboxes and they just can't play. Like, yeah, man.
That'd be fucking sweet, bro. It's only the Scottish players left in the tournament. We have to play each other in Grand Slam.
I mean, I think in terms of like the mechanical changes, that's coming up, but I don't know. I don't know what kind of way you want to talk about for talking about characters. In fact, yeah. Here's a good one. For your mains, what are you expecting? Buffs, nerfs? What direction are you wanting them to go into?
Well, I'm looking forward to, because QCB ones for Brian is going to get changed. It has to get changed, man. It's too fucking strong of a move. QCF 1+2. I think people often talk about how well it tracks. I think that's a system thing. I think, I'm constantly bitching about tracking. Lee Fall 3. I'm saying. I think
Really
I
can track
think
it
it is
well.
more of a system thing than a Brian thing. But they should also make it, if he's got a safe down back 1+2 for heat engager, they should make QCF 1+2 minus 11 at least, minus 12, let's say. I think is sort of fair to change. But I'm if they do change that with Brian, it's his it's his real aggression token in this game. So I'm curious what they would maybe give him instead, or change about him to keep up with the aggression. And Feng, I don't really know what they could do with Feng, to be honest. I'd be happy with them not having shoulder as a heat engager. I hate punishing something with shoulder and having to go into heat for it.
That's
Maybe,
funny.
maybe they can make it so that going into heat from a heat engager is optional. Like an EX style input, something like that. Don't know how you would do that with a fucking 1+2, but
I think if you let go of the back, like as you're doing the shoulder, you don't go into heat.
what?
I'm
No, it's a heat engager, bro. If you hit it, you go into heat.
I mean, they could.
Oh, no,
in-
someone.
Are you thinking about Heat Dash?
Yeah, you think
He's thinking about heat smash. Sure.
dash.
No, if
First,
I
in-
punish something with shoulder with thing, I go. It's a heat engage. I go into heat automatically. No.
Yeah, no. I know that's what I mean. I'm thinking that like it could be good if you could have it similar to the way that heat dashes work, where to get the engage you held forward. But
Aye. All right. Okay. I was. Aye. I think I was overthinking it. Yeah, that's a better way to put it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
So hold on. I'm gonna test it out right now.
because like the
That's
way
why you're going to put up Tekken 8 right now.
I'm gonna test it right now and just see it, because I'm sure someone showed me this. Fucking see. But on the topic of Brian, right? So, like, they have to make that like, see if if he's in heat, right, and he's doing the shoulder. Fair enough. I don't mind it being safe then, because I can understand the mechanic of the game, right? But see, out with that, like. And if the guy's just fucking doing it, I'm just sitting there like, for fuck's sake, man. And this shit's safe, right? See, like with Law, right? He has a 1+2, right? Which is safe in heat, right? But out with that, not much, right? That's what I got, right? So Brian can't get the same thing. I thought that was fucking diabolical to me. That shit was diabolical to me, honestly.
I think something that comes like
and the I think they need to, like, the installs, right? Like again, 3+4 into 2, like being like fucking -1 on block is ridiculous, to say the least. Because he's already like fucking cancerous at the wall. Do you know what I mean? And he's already got the tools for wall. Why do you need to add more into it?
I mean, and then you have the mind game of this. He's going to charge. You have to keep remembering to input a down forward 2 in the block stun that it would come out.
Cool. When Ross played, when he was playing at the start of the year with Brian, I was eating that all day. Like I had like 3 sets with him, like back to back the tournaments, and every single time it took me like to get clipped at the wall 3 times. Like, oh, he's got an extension out of that.
Can you still hear me?
For some reason? Yeah, I still hear.
Okay.
Aye, no. How about you, Daniel? How are you feeling about Lee in terms of season 2?
I think it's either he's going to stay much the same, which I think I'd be the most happy about if they maybe just reworked his heat so that it does something, and then give him some nerfs to compensate. But I think they're probably going to buff him because you don't really see him that much in tournaments on TOV. I think it's only been Super Kuma and he hasn't won a big thing, and Flower's done well in some things, but there hasn't been a huge leap there out there taking names, so probably on the list to get buffs, and then I'm worried if they overbuff him and then maybe gets nerfed to the ground later. Because I'm happy where he is now. I think he's in a good spot. I think he's not overpowered, he's not underpowered. He's just in a nice spot.
Yeah. Oh, the special style stuff, Jason.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean that's obviously getting removed. That's not intended.
You say obviously. I don't know if they're gonna. They might just leave it. They might not bother. I don't know. Like,
why would they leave
Yeah,
it?
it doesn't
There's
seem
no
like
way
it's
that's
on their-
intended.
I mean, there's so much other stuff that they're looking at. It's like it might slip under the cracks. I don't know.
I don't know. We had the heat dash combo you could do before, where if you got a very specific distance with hitman up 4, you could get down forward 4/4 and like break walls and stuff. And it was hard to do and very specific, and they took that away in like a week or a few days. So pretty sure it's going.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
Never mind. I was talking shite. You know,
I know.
I'm glad we clarified that. That's good.
no, I was talking shite. Yeah, never mind.
How about you, Ryan? How are you feeling about Kuma going in season 2?
I mean, personally, I think he's all right where he is. I think probably he might get a bit nerfed with the.
He's all right. He's the best he's ever
All
been.
right.
He's the best he's ever fucking been.
Except, well, I'm coming in as a person who's never really played Bears at all, so I just kind of picked him up, liked him, realised that Rang Chu, one of the best players ever, plays him. But yeah, his heat's a bit strong, So I think it's hard to say how they'll nerf it. I hope what they do is they just make it so EWGF maybe just takes a bit more chunk off the heat gauge when you use it, so you can't just spam 4 or 5 of them if you've got a full heat gauge. I'd like that to just be the change, I think if they do too much to it, then it'll just put Kuma on the same tier as like Panda. It's the reason nobody plays Panda and everybody plays Kuma. I think maybe some more stuff from Hunting Stance, or maybe some improved bits, like his grab from Hunting Stance I think it's quite linear. It whiffs a lot.
You talking about the bad bite thing?
Yeah.
Well, that's a general system thing with grabs. They got nerfed, right?
Aye.
The tracking.
But I think if they made that tracking, it would make Hunting Stance a bit more intimidating. And yeah, give me the fart that you could do. What DJ Moose just said it in chat.
I never got.
Oh,
Is
is
that
that from like Tekken 3 or some shit, man?
Yeah.
I hope they get rid of that wall
well.
combo.
Oh, they must be.
I
must.
think they're definitely. I feel like they're going to get rid of that unscaled, bear butt thing. I think they'll do it for the wall combo, but they won't do it. For example, I think from if you do bear roll 3, the slide with the good timing, you can get guaranteed the butt slide. I don't think they'll get rid of that because that's just a good follow up, and
I
can't do anything
said
else out of bear slide. So
I said it before that Harada should have stopped with the fucking bears after T7. They should have went like, all right, come on, time for some actual cool characters. Let's put them in.
I
Let's
should have brought Roger back in. To be honest, that's what I'm thinking.
Send those animals
my
back to the
personal
fucking
issues.
zoo. Send those
If they're not
animals
going to
back.
put Roger back in because of the whole kangaroo can't defend itself in real life against a human, then just put Alex in. He's a Velociraptor,
Man, you've not
I
played enough
think-
Tag 2. You've not played enough Tag 2 to
I know,
to
but,
realize
like,
what you're saying. To realize what you're saying.
I know historically, like Roger and Alex have shared a lot of moves with the Kings, but I feel like if they did something like they did with Kunamitsu, just a complete revamp, and made it so he wasn't like ass tier, people would probably pick him up, and he might get a lot of play data, and he'd be popular. But I know I'm probably never going to get Roger Alex in the game, so Miguel, I'll at least hope for. But
Yeah.
we'll talk about season 2. Yeah.
I knew near the end we could like have our picks for
Yeah,
characters rather at the start of the season.
So for
But I
long,
think it was only a matter of time before Anna was going to come along anyway.
Yeah.
She was guaranteed.
Aye. So yeah, I think really near the start of the episode you were speaking about stuff you were thinking was going to happen to Law. What were you thinking? What were you thinking?
Well, I think for Nurse, the 10 frame is definitely getting nerfed. That'll probably end up like Lars 10 frame into a follow up. That's definitely getting nerfed.
Back to
Well,
1-1 plus 2.
What'd you say?
Is it back to 1-1 plus 2? The G Cliff.
Yeah.
Back 2-2. Or back
Yeah,
1-2.
back 1-2.
They need to change the counter hit property of that for the second hit to be natural after, not the first hit. So that shit's fucking OP, man.
They probably will change that, to be honest, and I don't blame them. But it's just so fucking fun to do. I really hope.
That's a good point.
Oh, I really hope that they don't take away the crouch dash after DSS. Because if they do, it'd be kind of mad disappointing. Because there's DSS has like an option select to sidestep right duck. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So if they take away the crouch dash, it's kind of hard to play a mind game with that.
I think they should make DSS hard again.
Yeah. As long as they don't change like back four or something like that, like back four is like I've suddenly realized these days it's such a fucking OP move because it literally locks everyone down completely. So
You can hit confirm back 4-3, can't you? Can you? Can you hit confirm back 4-3?
No, I don't think so.
No, they
No.
need to come up yet.
Twitch confirm it.
You can hit confirm while standing 1-2, but I find that hard to do, to be honest. Maybe because I panic too much in that situation, but like fucking, you can hit confirm while standing 1-2. What else? I don't think, other than the 10 frame, I don't think there'll be a big change with Law, to be honest. Other than the 10 frame, there's nothing like, I think he's a pretty. Other than 10 frame right outside of that, there's nothing really big to change about him.
Do you think anything on nunchucks might get changed?
Well, I think they're pretty fair already, to be honest. I think
Fucking
if,
suck it,
I'd like to see the girthiness of
fucking
those
move
nunchucks get removed, you know?
first off, right? See, out of heat, right? That shit's like minus 13, right? And most characters have a consistent punish for that shit, right?
Bro, but it's got like
Rage.
mad pushback. You can't. Most of the time, you can't punish it.
It doesn't have mad pushback. It doesn't have. It has certain pushback, but not mad pushback.
No,
It's
it's
not like
got good pushback, and it hits at crazy range as well.
Aye, but it's minus 13 on block.
Aye, but
Most characters can
13
consistently punish that.
frame moves you can't punish with it because it pushes you back too far at max range.
Look, most players that I've
What I'm
played,
saying is valid right now. Don't try and argue with me.
the nunchucks, right, are not as OP as everybody think they are. If they were, I'd be fucking abusing the shit out of them. You know I would, right? Because I love
Heat nunchuck.
heat nunchuck. Fair enough, right? That's fair enough, but that's heat, right? Like the thing with the system is it's meant to be fucking overpowered the system, right? Overpower certain moves. That was the point of it, right?
That Daniel.
That's why I said. That's why crouch dash 1+2 with Brian, right? Fair enough. If that's safe on heat, I'll take that all day. That's fine. But outside the heat being safe, why? Right? So the nunchucks is not as OP as everybody think, right? It's not.
Nunchucks are strong, bro. Counter hit launches as well.
If they were that strong, I'd abuse the shit out of them.
You do?
I don't. Watch my videos back.
You're going to see a video of me fucking slapping fuck at you over this argument.
Watch my videos back, right, and tell me a single round, right? Show me a single round where I've abused nunchucks, right, and like I've gotten away with it. Outside of heat.
I will.
Outside of heat.
I will. Right now.
Because I know better than to like fucking like throw out a fucking minus 13 move in neutral. Like, yes, it has pushback, but it's not fucking impossible to deal with.
No, it's hard. It's a hard move to deal with. Like range 3+.
I've never even seen Gosane fucking like abuse that move outside the heat. I've never seen him do it.
You talk about Gossi?
He plays Law, doesn't he?
Does he?
Man, go to sleep. Go to sleep. You're fucking tired or something. Listen, other than the 10 frame, right? and the back one too. Fair enough, right? Those can get changed. Everything else, I kind of hope they don't really mess about too much with them.
All right, fair enough. If we're just rattling through quickly, I mean, you all have suggestions for Jin, but I think like it's the main culprits people have been talking about. Like, are they gonna make a delay adjustment to 2-1-4 finally? Last hit punishable, remove the delay. Up for 2 being safe. I think
They're not going to change that. They're
No.
not going to change it.
I think down 2 counter hit. They're either gonna make it like more minus, or maybe they nerf the tracking a wee bit, or maybe just make it counter hit knockdown rather than counter hit full combo.
Counter hit knockdown feels more fair than counter hit launch.
I don't think they'll make it launch, because there in Tekken 7 there's a bunch of high crushing lows that they should have been fucking launch punishable, but never has been. Like Leo, fucking -12 down 1+4, is it, or down 2+3?
2+3, I think.
Yeah, down 2+3, fucking -12, still fucking -12 now. Like, fuck knows why, but I don't think they're gonna make it more minus, because knowing their history with high crushing lows, they're just probably gonna leave it as is.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about other changes. Like Omen stance feels a bit underdeveloped, I guess. But like, I really don't see them buffing anything for Jin, because I feel like there'd be pitchforks and torches.
Is that
straight
the
away.
key charge thing he does with the two hands out front?
It's the stance in heat. You only really see it from wall combos because like it's useless otherwise.
I think it's
but
pretty risky mix, isn't it?
yeah,
Even in heat.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think it's a consequence of Jin is like, it's for heat. It's pretty much just heat smash simulator. Like, I don't think there's much use for anything else. Like, I'll rinse 1+2 like for chip when it's like close to a round end, but other than that, it's just heat smash and just waiting game for that. And yeah, his heat's like pretty linear at the moment. I don't know. I mean, kind of similar to Lee. I don't know. I don't play Lee, but like Lee feels like it's either heat smash at the wall or 4-for-3.
Well, I mean,
That's it.
Lee is just, did I hit while standing 2-3? Cool, I get to use my heat for the round.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
and then is fishing for 4-4-3. Those are the 2 uses of heat.
Yeah. Flesh out Omen stuff. Yeah. Again, I don't know what you could do to it. I'm interested what could even think. Some of the combos hard with Zen cancels. Man, I miss the old Zen cancel so much. Like, I get why they got rid of it, but like the new one where you go into Red Eyes Crouch Dash, I just don't like it at all. I just don't even use it. Like, I don't even go into Zen anymore. I only really go into Zen off of like 2-4 punish, and that's it really. And that's another thing. The forward 4 pickup of counter hit is like so easy, like ridiculously easy. One of the things that when I played Jin like the last year of T7 was that I missed drilling in the forward 4 Zen cancel double crouch dash pickup. Like, it was hard. Like, I really liked doing it. Like, it was really rewarding. But again, for like this game, it seems like they're just making Jin like pick up and play a bit more for people. So it's unlikely to be something they'll bring back. But
Probably not. I'd love if they did that. Bring back Shiro combo.
yeah. Oh, man, I'm a
They've
Shiro.
taken all the really sort of advanced stuff away. I feel nothing's. There are still like hard combos here and there to do, but I think for the most part everything's pretty easy to do now.
I actually booted up T7 the other day just to do Shiro for a bit. Like, I played Steve, I miss it. It was so fun. Like, I drop it in tournament, but it was fun, you know. Like, it was cool. It was cool to do stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe a little execution stuff for characters, because like they've got blue sparks. That's another thing that they added a lot of like timing stuff with Heihachi. So maybe they're trying to add more little things like that to people. Don't know. But
The reward you get is so small. It's like his gold spark stuff. What does it even do for him?
It gives like 2 or 3 more damage and shit like that. It's just stupid, man.
Yeah.
Fucking pointless. Just fucking
Makes his
keep
twist
jangling.
can launch with twin pistons. Can launch with twin pistons, which is like 13 frame, is it not?
I think so.
Yeah, we need a warrior, right?
Yeah.
Aye. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good few things to look forward to for changes wise. We're getting a bit long in the show. It's getting pretty late. Do we have any thoughts on Anna? Do any of us care? Other than not looking forward to
I like that weird. I like the weird wall combo she had, like where she was kind of on the ground kicking Nina about for the wall combo. I like that. That was kind of cool. I like the new designs, kind of pretty dope. The using her wee Tommy gun or whatever, That shit's gonna
Bazooka.
that'll be bazooka.
Rocky.
That'll be
Did you get a bazooka and a Tommy gun mixed up?
I guess it's because it's called Tom, is it not?
it's called
Yeah.
Tommy.
Yeah. So that's the.
Called Tommy. So that'd be kind of cool to see.
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah. I'm
cool.
kind of excited to see how that gets used. It was always like kind of a signature part of her in her cutscenes,
She's got the fucking
and
rocket launcher cancels with some strings in heat. It's crazy.
yeah.
And also like some poison mechanic, maybe. Like it looked like, I don't know. There was some, like she left a particle effect on
Mhm.
some like things. I don't know if it's been confirmed or anything. They'll probably talk about it in the talk in a few days. But
It fits her character, I
It'll
guess.
be an install thing, I bet you, because every new character's had an install. Is that not correct?
yeah,
Mm.
well, she might put like a debuff on instead, like rather than
I
buffing
think
her.
everybody's gonna.
Yeah,
I think everybody's gonna have an install in season 2.
imagine.
Which, yay, add more bloat to the game. Fucking great. You know?
Which character do you want to see nerfed the most?
Yoshi.
Yoshi.
nerfed the most?
Yoshimitsu.
Yeah, Yoshi.
I don't know.
Nina. I mean, I don't play many Ninas, but I just don't get it. I've never liked Nina, in fairness.
Mm.
Probably Yoshi. Yeah, probably Yoshi's the easy one.
Yeah, I'd go for Yoshi as well. To be fair, I was gonna there's loads of stuff frame wise that I'd love to change them, but like Kazuya for example, I'm sick of down forward 1-2 being safe.
Yeah.
Mm.
You can
And,
parry it though.
I mean you can, but that's off of a good read. You have to have like billion IQ to pull that shit off, and then hope he doesn't do it again. And I think I want like big range moves to have like little less range as possible, so you could at least, bait out a whiff. Because I feel like Tekken 8 is missing that completely now.
Early on. Sorry, go on, Daniel.
I was going to say it's that's the thing. I want them to get rid of the like Jin heat smash type moves, where it's just like you have this gun pointed at you from anywhere on the screen.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's something that adds to what I was talking about. Whenever I get heat with Jin, it's pretty much just waiting for heat smash because it's like so good that why would I do anything else? So, yeah. Yeah. So okay, Anna, cool. But after that, who are we thinking? Who do we want? Who do we want after Anna?
I think we said it was going to be an original character after Anna, but not. I feel like I saw something like that.
Yeah.
I just hope it's nothing like fucking the last few original characters, like Azucena and Chloe and shit, just like fucking mad cringe, like forced feeling kind of characters. I don't know. I want something that's grounded, more martial arts grounded. Just more serious. I feel like this game doesn't take itself seriously. That's its fucking problem. So I don't know. I want somebody that's more grounded and cool and not ripping the fucking ass. Really.
I seen speculation that the new character might be from Pakistan, because there was like talk of that back when the original Pakistan arc was happening. That they don't have a rep from that country, so maybe by now they've had ideas. Maybe not for this season, maybe for next season. Might be something to do.
I wonder. I'd like to see either Bruce or Josie come back. That'd be
It'd be really funny.
We'll get back and Ram, I think, back at some point, so that will have to be a fucking happy medium, I think.
Yeah, it'd be really funny if they had like another newcomer that did Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
Like imagine.
No, listen. See. If it's Falcon Ram this season at all, I'm just gonna roll my fucking eyes at it. I think it has to be. I feel like Bruce or at least Josie over Falcon Ram.
I don't think Bruce will ever come back, bro. That guy has just got no sauce, man. Got the most fucking cringe voice lines. Yeah, did have a cool moveset. I'm all about Muay Thai and shit, but Bruce got no sauce, bro.
Man, you just mad because he beat the shit out of you every time.
Huh?
You just mad because he beat the shit out of you every time in Tag 2.
I've never lost to a Bruce, bro, in Tag 2.
You lost to.
No, man.
I think like Bruce, he debuted in Tekken 2. If you're a long time Tekken fan, you probably would much prefer Bruce over the likes of even Josie. At this point, And I'm trying to think how they're going to make hype over the season pass. Of course, I think Heihachi was huge. Like nobody expected him.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I'm trying to think what either the end season
What?
DLC character will be. And I personally hope, I think it might be is Ogre.
Oh, that would be sick. That would be
Yeah.
so fucking sick.
Because the model exists in the game, because he's in cutscenes and stuff in the story mode. So I mean, they have him in the game, kinda.
Well, that was
So-
that was my hope at the end of last season before we knew it was going
Yeah.
to be a guest character. I was like, all the signs point to Ogre, but
Especially now that story wise that Jun's back.
hmm.
I think if Jun's going to have her own story arc bit, if you've played to the end of the game, and I'm not going to say anything, but like it would
It's been a year.
stand
in
to
fairness.
reason that maybe it'd be some kind of episode that fills in this whole like, oh, well, what happened between Jun and Ogre,
Well,
and ideally you'd maybe have a flashback. I don't know,
That's-
sequence where
yeah,
you
so
know.
that's an interesting thought, because something that was new for last season, like I say last season, I mean season 1, was that they also had the story mode DLC. So
Mhm.
is that going to be a new recurring thing, where maybe not this season,
hope
but
so.
next season there's another follow-up story
Mhm.
to involve other characters? Like I doubt they're going to do it for every season, but it's like you say, special events like Ogre coming back. Would they maybe save that for next game, or would they do
Yeah.
that now?
I feel like next game. That's so far.
I know that's
feel like they have
part
to.
that's part of the problem.
They gotta.
isn't it? Yeah.
I know, because this is going to be like the next Tekken for the next till like 2030 or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Fucking hope not.
Ogre.
I'm sure we'll find some.
Yeah, themed,
some other
like
games.
Jason saying, theme pack of like Ogre, Unknown, and Jinpachi.
Oh,
Imagine.
that'd be beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
All I'm saying is if they bring Josie back, she better not be fucking crying in her intros again or outros whatsoever.
Character progression, bro. Should be smiling.
She's
and
got a
stuff.
bit of a personality development.
Yeah.
Please, some personality development. I beg you.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
We'll see.
I'm still burnt from
I think
last
there'll
season.
still definitely be some hype reveals though.
Yeah, I'm still fucking burnt from last season, where I finally thought I was getting my Yakuza character, and I got done in by a Final Fantasy character again, man. Like, literally the same thing happened in T7. You kidding me, bro?
It's like John Cena said, you get nothing.
Oh, just John Cena be good. Hello.
No, I said like John Cena said, you get nothing.
Yeah.
No fucking Yakuza character.
Yeah.
Although, what's his name? Kazuya? Is that his name? The one in Like a Dragon?
You mean, well, it's Ichiban in the new games, but it's Kiryu. in
Ichiban,
those games.
yeah. He'd be cool.
Yeah. Man. Yo, Blackheart, thanks for tuning in, bro. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I've that ship sailed for T7 and for this game as well. I'm not holding up hope. Like Majima would be so sick. Like, I could talk about this shit forever, but yeah, I don't know, because like you figure that eventually they'll start having guests that are from other fighting games again. Like we had with Akuma and Geese. So don't know what else it could be.
Oh, give me Siegfried from Soul Calibur. Something like that.
So Soul Calibur 7.
Well, he'd have ridiculous range though. So
Do you know who Jason would love back? He'd love Dr. B.
Oh, that's
He
good.
would wet his pants over a Dr. B reveal.
No, it's not gonna be that.
Hmm.
I don't have to deal with however much cheese he has.
I can just
Gigas.
Oh man.
If
If there's a character that deserves to be left in one game, it's Gigas, man. Like, come on.
no, he should be
I'll come back.
he should be left alone, just never to be touched ever again.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of confirmed because I feel like Jack has got some of Gigas's features.
I think Alistair had it right at one point when he said, fucking Harada sometimes just doesn't take shit seriously sometimes, and I think that's what I don't know how high he was when he was making Gigas or coming up with the character design. He must have been
I
fucking
did
around.
like
Give him
I did
cheeks.
like the original
cheeks.
lore.
Aye.
I like the original lore of Gigas possibly being like Marduk, who's been experimented on. But if that wasn't the case, it was just what was it like? Zafina's Katarina's dad or something. Yeah.
The whole Marduk thing was just speculation because he had wee legs, wasn't it? That's all it was.
Yeah. It would have been cool because people were saying some of like you could see some of Marduk's moves, but
Yeah.
could have been. It would have been a really cool tie-in, but
I remember I was
It
playing I was
was-
playing against Schmitz Gigas one time, right? Like this was back in season 1 days when I was kind of new to the scene, and fucking Schmidt was playing Gigas. He turned around to me and he goes, "That's what they replaced Marduk with." That I was just sat there and laughed.
What were you gonna say there, Wildo?
No, because we were talking a wee bit about the season 1 stuff with Heihachi, but I remember back when the leak that was going about was that it was meant to be, people were speculating it was meant to be Ram and Marduk. And I think if that had happened, I would have been like, yeah, I'm just going to play Street Fighter for a bit, bro. I can't, I'm not dealing with this shit. But I think,
It wouldn't have created the hype.
I think those two characters are like almost inevitable in a way. I feel like Marduk specifically is probably a shoo-in for this season. But as much as I don't want it to be true.
I think you're going to see all of the same DLC characters from 7 that are original Tekken characters come back in it.
Yeah.
Which is
it's a bit shit because
sort
like, yeah.
sort of disappointing, yeah, given that they've got some characters in the cast that I just feel aren't that cool. Like Shaheen, as you say, obviously.
Yeah.
Things like that. When they could have just had the likes of Armor King and Lei and shit like that, bro. Where's Lei at, man?
See, that's the classic that everybody says that.
You don't
like 10
you don't
people, 10
want
people play him.
you don't want Lei in this game. You do not want.
Man. The game has
you
no
do not.
soul, man. The game has
You
got
do
no
not want Lei in
soul.
this game.
It's
I
all
promise you don't.
gambling and light effects and smoke machines.
Lei would
Nah,
excel
man,
in
I
this
want-
game, bro. Five
I want
heat
cool
smashes.
martial artists.
You know.
If Lei was in this game, I guarantee you, right, he gonna be top 3 easily. When he comes out, he'll be top fucking 3. I promise you. This game is all about aggression. Lei was like fucking. He excels in that shit. Rushdown.
Here's my controversial suggestion. I was actually getting I was at NQ64, the bars, like the arcades and like the consoles and that. We were playing Tekken 5. Where's Julia, bro? I want a Chang back, man. I want to play 441 Simulator again. You know, just a sub. You know, I'd hate playing against it, but I'd have fun. I like doing mad axes. You know, I like the buffers.
But isn't the fighting style that they use like kind of like Leroy's the replacement for that? Is it not like a Wing Chun sort of Operation Wang Chun that they use?
Not really, because like on paper it's quite similar to Leo as well. Like is it Baji Kwan? I think it is.
Yeah, and a lot of fucking whack character.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Changs are just like iconic enough where like eventually one of them will be back. But when?
I agree.
You know, JC. You know, the wrestler.
JC.
Why
I
not?
was thinking that.
You want another wrestler?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, bet. Bet. Another one to giant swing your ass to the wall.
Yeah, but I'll be the one doing it. So sorry, it's okay if it's me, type thing. Fuck Armor King. I do not want that guy back, man. 4-4 neutral 2 is bad enough with regular King in this game. I can't even imagine having his one back. Hated that.
Oh
shit.
yeah, minus 13 on block again. Remember that? Fucking
Yeah, man. Sick.
Oh, and he probably has some unbreakable throw gimmick with his heat because he had that with his rage drive. So
Oh my god, yeah. Imagine. I don't even
It
want to
would be
think about
great
it. Oh, it's horrible.
just to kind of make, I don't know, casual scene a bit more fun. Is Mokujin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'd
no,
love
I remember like being younger playing Tekken 6 and stuff like that, and the most fun I had playing that game was just playing Mokujin on player match and ranked match, and then me and Wesley would just take turns because we'd recognize the character stance and go like, oh, I know this guy, I'll play him, let me take over. It's great fun.
Yeah.
And I get maybe don't put him in ranked, just keep him to player match. So that's what they did on Tag 2, I think. You couldn't play Mokujin on ranked mode.
I'm not sure. I know.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm trying to think of like other fighting games. Like Street Fighter 5 had their equivalent. I think it was 11. Got patched in like season 5 or whatever. But then you could use them as a separate character on ranked. And I think Grand Blue has a similar character as well. But yeah, I don't know. Like it.
Because they used to be such a staple of like all fighting games. There was always a random character.
Yeah. Because like,
Yeah.
what was the reasoning for 7? Is that they didn't want to do it because they couldn't figure out how to work the gauges in with like rounds and everything.
I don't know.
But I feel like they must
that.
like it's a bit of a hurdle, sure, but it's worth the effort. I would have thought.
Right.
I think it's also to do with the way that his hitbox works when he was certain characters. I know from Tag 2 at least, you were
when
able
he was
to
like
do
ogre,
better combos and stuff.
ogre.
I'd like to see like well, this is gonna sound stupid, but I like to see Master Raven back.
I thought I agree with that. Replace Raven with Master Raven. I thought she was one of the coolest designs in Tekken 7. Master Raven. I thought she was dead cool looking.
Yeah, I feel like
She a wifey.
yeah, I feel like she's just been replaced. Like, just one you'd have to like overhaul entirely to have come back.
I like the Master
I
Raven.
can't believe they added in, man, was Victor, bro. Victor sucks, man. What the fuck were they thinking of that fucking idiot character, bro? We can't have fucking... What are you saying, Eunice?
I said I like the Victor design, by the way. I think the Victor design I fuck with. I fuck with it. He's a bit boring to play. I agree, but like I think he's a really cool character design for sure.
No, he's super cool, but like, yeah, the gameplay doesn't live up to the design, I think.
He'd be a lot cooler if he didn't have a fucking fire sword and guns and knives and pulse grenades.
No,
The
he needs all
fucking
of that.
idiot character, man.
My final suggestion, I forgot. Words don't need to be said. Please come back. I'm begging you, please. Please come back. Like Devil.
It's not happening.
I
like that.
Hey,
I think Kazumi would be a good choice.
Look, if you're gonna
I mean,
bring
I'd like to see him.
if you're gonna bring Heihachi back, then come on, man.
You know,
True.
there was a theory going around like quite a bit before Tekken 8 came out that there would be a Hachijo character in this game who was like
Yeah.
there to take revenge for Kazumi sort of deal. I'd be cool with them going that route, like like a similar vein. Hachijo character, not quite Kazumi, but similar fighting style. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping for something like that, but the only problem is, I don't know if this is spoilers for the story. If it says, if you care, then you don't have to watch. It's okay. But wasn't the story that like Reina was a Hachijo, and she was like from that village or whatever,
Oh,
something like that. I don't
I've
know.
never played
But
Pokemon for
yeah,
Tekken.
just bring another one in. Same moveset. I don't care. Like it'd be cool if it was Kazumi. Yeah, Jesus Christ, sorry, it's late, guys. But if it was Kazumi, then amazing. But if you're just gonna have the
I want to make one more suggestion.
just have the moveset back, then I'm happy with that. But go on, yours.
I think it'd be kind of cool to see Forest Law come back. Forest Law would
bring
be.
Tetsujin back as well in and Combat. Well, all three of those guys in.
I'd fuck with a Forest Law comeback.
I think the only reason Forest Law was in it was just to be a tag team with Law. You know.
I'd fuck with a Forest Law comeback. That'd be dope as fuck.
We'll bring Violet back as well. You know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. Just get.
Alright.
There's just so much options they could play about with. To be honest, because I'm just looking to this tag 2 roster just now. I'm looking at seeing who'd be good.
Sebastian.
Oh, fuck off.
I think for suggestion, Sebastian, we've reached the end of this conversation. I think.
I think Michelle would be kind of cool as well. Actually,
That's what I'm
Michelle.
saying, bro, get a Chang back.
Michelle.
Need that.
Michelle.
Yeah.
Long.
All right. I don't know about you guys. I'm thinking we've been a pretty bumper episode, bro. We went pretty long.
Aye.
But thanks all for turning up. A lot to look forward to with season 2. Like less than 2 weeks away now, I think. Kind of crazy. There'll be lots of events coming up. Obviously, we've got the Crew Cup down in London. We'll have RDE coming up, and then we got MIG in May, and also, what do you think? You'll be able to see me dancing, apparently. So please look forward to that.
No, not apparently. It's guaranteed.
Sorry, you'll be able to see me dancing, guaranteed. And yeah.
If you can pay enough, you know. You've got the
Not
coin.
that offer. Not that offer. But yeah. I don't know what else to say. Just thanks everybody for coming, and thanks you guys for coming onto the show again. Nice getting one in the bag for 2025, and we should be back a lot sooner than 3 months. But knock on wood, you never.